Mr. Pend, get us out of here.
Okay. Sure, I'll give that a go. Not really got much wiggle room here, Captain.
So, in case you didn't hear me, you are surrounded on all sides by this yellow gas clouds.
Oh, so we're like in a more or less a sphere of it.
I would like to scan these yellow gas clouds, determine what they are and what they might be.
I apologize. I thought we were being pulled. Never. Okay. Scratch that then. Yeah.
Yeah, Ops, tell me what's going on.
All right. So you're going to study the gas clouds.
Yes.
To do reason science difficulty 2, assisted by the ship's sensor science.
So difficulty 1. Then sensor science.
Yep.
Sensors. Is it difficult? Complication range 1 this time?
Yeah. Cool. You guys are at full momentum, as if you guys didn't need it.
Wow.
Okay. Right now, I want to know what are the gas clouds and are they dangerous to us?
Hold on.
Well,
Information coming
Gonna
in.
give you something.
Everything is dangerous.
So, I'll let you guys know this. The USS Kismet got a success on a 16.
Nice. All right, Captain. This gas looks extremely volatile. In fact, it's starting to corrode the hull. Most of the damage is concentrated around the shield emitters, and the shields in their current condition can protect us for about 30 minutes. After that, the damage to the emitters will be too great, and we can expect the hull to begin to corrode even further.
How much time will the hull have under this kind of corrosion?
Shall we spend a momentum to find out?
Well, we don't have to because you're an ops officer and you get a free question.
I will use my free question to ask that.
Free questions are so good.
Why can't I have 3 questions?
So the answer to that's a little complicated, and it will depend on what takes breaches.
Okay. Could we at least get like a range? I mean, even if we have to spend another momentum to get it, I feel like that is a question worth asking.
I'm trying to think of like how to give you an answer.
I have an additional question, which is, can we get out of it? At impulse, at warp, can we leave? Or is there something stopping us from doing so?
You're probably gonna have to make another scan for that.
All right.
Well, let's ask you a
But
question.
but yeah, we'll stick to this one. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out the best way to answer that because you guys haven't gotten all the information yet.
Okay.
So that's why it's a little difficult.
Part of what we might want to know is how thick is the layer of gas that we'd have to go through to get out of this.
Okay. I mean, even a vague range, I think, would be satisfactory.
Yeah, that's a different scan.
What? A vague range of how long the hull will last?
Oh, because I'm trying not to give away the rest of the episode. That's what's making this hard.
We asked the one question.
Well, it's a mechanics question that's going to be set up soon, and that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Simply
So
just
let's
say
take a
that
range
we
check.
don't have enough information to garner the answer
so
to
like
that question.
so like you're going to get that eventually.
All right.
So we don't know yet.
So like I probably won't even use that as your question.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the gas made of? Would you be willing to use your question for that, Lieutenant?
Yes.
If I had a answer for that, I'd give it to you.
Oh
Gas.
god damn it!
It is made of gas.
VM, goddamn.
And wavium, god damn it!
It's a subspace plot device, Captain.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what the gas is.
It's
A great many Federation ships have presumed lost to subspace plot devices over the centuries.
Not wrong.
so will that be the answer to our question then? I suppose.
Yes.
It's like it sounds like there really is no question we can ask in regards to this.
Like, the only thing you need to know about the gas is that it's starting to damage the ship. That's
Okay.
pretty much the gist of what you guys needed out of that.
It's made out of
And it's
dangerous
yellow.
hand wavium.
Got
So
it.
I want to determine whether we can safely leave, given that we already are in the presence of the gas and it's damaging the ship.
Sure. Reason science difficulty 1, assisted by the ship.
Okay.
Sensor science or something else.
Oh no, sensor science.
So difficulty goes down by 1, I think.
Yep. So 0.
Not
I'm going
like
to
we need
reroll a
it.
0.
Not
You
like we.
can't because you didn't spend any momentum.
No, it's because of the technical expertise.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I'm assisted by the ship's computers or sensors, I can reroll any one.
So reroll 1 then, I guess.
Okay.
So
Cool.
3 successes.
Yep.
So
So,
we
you guys
have-
are at 9. So you'll lose the 3 after this question resolves. But in the meantime,
Or we could spend it on an advantage or something.
Yes. That's what I was going to suggest.
How about we spend it on an advantage to keep this from chewing up our ship as quickly?
yeah, well, in the meantime, there's the information. We got to get that first.
Yeah. Whatever this information is could potentially.
We're having real trouble scanning through these clouds, Captain, but there appears to be a series of subspace passageways that are past this immediate section. There's some kind of a small metallic object in that corridor.
Intriguing.
Any a small metallic object in the subspace corridors?
It's
Yes, sir.
it's in this direct space with you.
Like, what do you mean by direct? As in, it's like
So like
That's
in
right.
this room, I'll just use the quotations room. It's in the room with you.
I'm sorry. Here?
It appears to be in the region of space that we're in, surrounded by these clouds.
Can you get a size on that object, Lieutenant?
Well, I get an automatic additional question with each success, so yes, I'd like a size on that object, please.
Less than a meter.
And I just start looking around the room. I don't see anything.
Captain, permission to
with your-
beam this into quarantine?
Granted.
Investigate it? Ops, you might want to handle that in engineering.
All right, let's handle this. So transporting this is going to be
Well,
this is control science or control engineering.
I'm gonna spend 2 threat to add the complication that you cannot beam it.
damn it.
Well,
Okay. Can I scan it directly for additional information?
You can.
Let us scan.
Could we spend 2 of that momentum that we had to make this easier?
yeah, because we want to
Yeah.
use that 2 momentum before we move on.
Totally lose it.
And
Yeah.
is it in tractor beam range?
Well, it's. I was told it's like in the ship, right?
No. It's so when I say it's in the room, I mean it's like it's in the gas, inside of the gas circular thing.
In,
Like
in
if-
our immediate vicinity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the room that the ship is in.
Basically, it's kissing the ship from the outside.
Yeah.
All right. So this will
I
be
have a-
reason science, and with the advantage from the momentum, it'll be difficulty 1, and it'll be assisted by the ship sensor science. So it'll be difficulty 0.
Love it.
Okay.
And you get to re-roll that 0 again.
Reroll.
So we did it again. We're now at 9 momentum.
Good.
So done with us.
Okay.
Oh, I don't mind because you are going to need all the momentum you can get.
Oh no.
Like, this is just the appetizer, guys.
Okay, Captain, I'm detecting a number of signals emanating from this object, including one that seems a lot like a hailing frequency. Shall I put it on screen?
On screen.
And all you do not get a picture, all you get is a audio transmission. Attention, Starship General. You have been selected to participate in the Starship Training Program. Generals will lead their ships through the course and attempt to unlock the gate at the end of the course and return to normal space. Failure to complete the course in time will result in the destruction of your ship. As the message ends, the gaseous clouds in front of the ship dissipate and reveals a type of passageway. Think of kind of like a hallway made up entirely of these yellow clouds, and that's essentially what we're working with here.
Oh, great. This is gonna be great. Well, looks like we're going to be playing some sort of a game. And failure to the game is going to result in our immediate destruction.
Sounds like a typical first contact for us, sir.
I get to fly us in all of the best places of space.
Well, if whoever set this up is so sure that they can destroy our ship with impunity, we're probably not in a place to try anything funny.
I'd like to follow-up question. Is this hailing frequency, is it just repeating as though it were a buoy left behind, just broadcasting a recorded message? Or is there some kind of two-way communication here?
It just transmit the message and then it cut off.
But it's not repeating.
But right, the hailing message is not repeating, but the signals coming from it do repeat.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. Well, we'll have enough time to work this out once we're underway. Pend, take us in.
Alright, is there anything else you want to do before we actually start?
Can we spend the extra momentum to give me advantage on flying the ship?
Or on our shields. Say that engineering was able to get a little bit of a handle on
Modulate
the
them.
gas. Yes, to modulate the shields.
Give us a little more time.
So what were you guys doing? Sorry.
We're going to use our 2 momentum to essentially say that engineering has managed to slightly modulate the shields, giving us a little more time.
Alright, this will be a task.
Well,
I'll make it a difficulty. I'll lower the difficulty by 1 because you're momentum. This will be control and engineering or security difficulty 2.
Okay.
Who's leading? Is there an engineer in the house?
Nave. That'd be Nave.
Is Nave here with us?
Nave? There?
In account, but not in body.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, he's
so
he's just made it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to assist on control security.
I can assist as well. I've got both security and engineering at 4.
Well, I assume only one of us can assist.
Yeah, probably just the commander for this.
All right.
I'm giving a dash.
I mean, like he made the task, and you guys are at full momentum. So
Fair. I'm assisting
my
in spirit.
God.
I'm not going to bother roll.
See, the problem is everyone's making their rolls now. He's just going to make it more difficult for me down the line.
Yeah.
all right, so after that, if you guys have nothing else you want to do, we'll go ahead and jump to the next scene. We'll actually give you the instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
All right, so we'll drop you guys down to 5 momentum for the new scene. Okay, so here are some mission complications. Only close-range sensors will be operational for the duration of this episode. All con tasks will be a complication range of 2.
Sweet.
Sorry, did you say con as in piloting or com as in communications?
Con as in piloting.
Ah.
Every time I feel like you guys are wasting time, I will not take threat. Instead, I will make you guys lose a point of shield.
So anything I roll is a complication range of 2.
No, just for the piloting task so far.
Right.
That could change. All right, so I'll read you the rest of the instructions. All right, so you guys will essentially have to escape the corridors before the ship is destroyed. Players will only have 60 intervals total before the shields fail. And you guys only have one shared pool of intervals. Each task requires 2 intervals as normal, and a player needing to move to a new location or move in general before making the task will need to spend 1 interval. For the ship itself, to move the ship, to maneuver, the difficulty is going to be 1 and will require 2 intervals. To use impulse, it'll be difficulty 2, and it will be 1 interval.
Wait, can you repeat that last part one more time?
So if Penn were to use the maneuvering thrusters, the difficulty for that task will be difficulty 1, complication 2, and will require 2 intervals to use.
Oh, so to turn the ship.
To move it using thrusters. Whether to turn or go forward, whatever, forward, reverse, using thrusters. To use the impulse drive, it will be difficulty 2, complication range 2, but the interval will only be 1.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And that is the instructions.
All right, in that case.
Oh, and I will tell you, it's a good thing you guys remodulated the shields, because if you didn't do that, you would only have 30 intervals.
Ooh.
Hey.
That's why I made sure to question you guys about what you're doing before you moved on.
In case the shields fail, I'd like to see if there's something I can do in advance of our structural integrity field.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Got it. So, Penn, just keep putting us forward. Lieutenant DeJula, I want you doing everything you can to try to figure out the layout of this place.
Understood, sir. Okay, I'd like to see if I can build any kind of a map with sensor data we have.
Not as such, but feel free to draw one.
Yeah, because I get the distinct impression that, based on the title of this episode, our location is actually going to be relatively important.
Is there any way I could boost speed to get us out of here quicker, or?
That is a horrible, horrible idea. After what happened last time.
I was gonna say, that's a great idea, but no.
God, no. I'll take it as impulse.
So what he's saying is that when your shields are about to fail, that's when you can give them more power.
Okay, so this circle represents the maze, I assume, right? Where are we? Are we just in one side of it, or...?
To the best of my knowledge, all we've been told is that we were in this sort of chamber of gaseous cloud, which opened into a corridor of some kind. And that's the last last piece of information we were given, correct?
Yes.
Right. But I mean, I
Okay.
assume based on our astrometrics data, given that we know the size of this area of subspace, actually, never mind.
Want to launch a probe ahead, Captain?
Good idea.
Let's launch a probe.
I'm going to spend one threat, and as soon as your probe enters the corridor, the gas overwhelms the probe and destroys it almost instantly before it can send back telemetry.
It's like whoever this is was intent on us doing this all from here. Got it.
Should I try another probe, Captain?
No. We need to keep moving. Mr. Penn, keep us moving ahead. Keep us moving ahead.
Aye, sir. If you don't mind, I feel confident enough to keep us at impulse.
Very well.
Alright, Penn, this will be difficulty 2, complication 2.
And just inquiring, it probably won't work, but push the limits. Is environmental still working conditions?
Let me...
I mean, if you say no, it's perfectly fine. I'll deal with it.
Let me read it exactly, and then I will give you an answer.
Right.
What page is the talents on again? Does anybody know that offhand?
Well, I remember the wording of the talent. It's when the difficulty of the task would be increased due to conditions or damage, you can ignore the increase.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if this is environmental or not. I think for what I'm trying to do, I think it is not going to be an environment.
That's perfect.
Okay.
By the way, is anybody currently serving in a navigator on this ship?
That's Penn does both. He's helm and navigator.
Should we try a chart hazard task?
Penn just flies by the seat of his pants.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys do have to keep in mind that every task you do will lower the number of intervals by 2.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of like you guys have to be smart with your resources.
So I'm going to give you a threat again to roll 3 dice.
Okay.
Right. And what's the ship rolling? Oh god damn, Penn. Stop it. Engines con.
Yes.
And it's difficulty.
Difficulty
it's
2.
complication rate. Sorry, complication rate 2.
Right, complication is...
Can I suggest introducing a secondary character here to assist?
Penn doesn't need it.
We don't need
I kind of want to develop Lux a bit.
We'll probably have an opportunity to use that. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, Penn, your impulse blast moves you forward, and you reach an intersection where you can either continue straight or turn right. And that would be your first task. So you're at 59 for the impulse.
Well, oh yeah. Moment. See. I just want to think if we can spend that extra momentum we got on anything. I got it. Can we use that momentum to decrease the amount of time on the next task and use the spring thrusters instead?
So you want to use the momentum for your thrusters to lower the thrusters to 1. I think I will allow the spend.
Yeah. So that way the next thing we do is gonna go down the time. So, in that case, I say we go to the right.
Okay.
All right, Penn, this will be difficulty 1, complication 2.
Shall we launch a probe in either of these directions, Captain?
It's become clear that probes aren't going to work like this.
No need.
Just need a ship.
Oh, right. Beautiful.
So you guys are back to 9. All right, so you guys turn your ship to the right, and Penn follows the course as it kind of curves back to the left. And as you are traveling down the corridor, your ship arrives at what appears to be a small ship floating in the corridor. Close to the ship is an object similar to the one that you encountered when you arrived. And it is also putting out the same signals as the other one.
Shall I scan the ship, sir?
Just a moment. Can we use the two of the extra momentum we generated to lower the difficulty of our next engines task?
Sure.
Yeah. That way, next time we do it, it'll only be difficulty 1 at impulse. Great. Okay. Well. Mr. Ajula, would you
Sure.
Would you mind scanning that vessel?
On it, sir. Reason science?
As you engage the sensors, attention general. You must summon a boarding party and search the ship for a chip. You will acquire the chip and return it to your ship. And the transmission cuts out again.
Mr. Evans, Commander Varro, I believe it's time for an away team.
Captain, I think we should determine whether it's safe to use the transporters out here.
Agreed.
Agreed, sir.
Your determination, Mr. Ajula?
Aye, sir. Okay, so that's an automatic 2 successes for the determination.
Well, hang on. We don't even know what kind of check it's going.
So, as part of the complications for this, anything in close range is still fully operational.
Okay.
Okay, so there will be no increase in difficulty for using the transporters, if I understand.
So transporters need to be within close range to function generally.
Yeah.
So and they're based off of sensors, so
yeah.
Transporters will function here.
Okay. Fine then. Well, in that case, Commander Varro, assemble your away team. Take whoever you feel you need to.
Lieutenant Ajula, Mr.
Yes,
Evans,
sir.
with me. We getting EVA suits?
Well, hang on. We might not have time for that. Is there an oxygen atmosphere? Is there a breathable atmosphere on board that ship?
There is.
Okay. Nix the EV suits, Commander. We don't have time.
Am I detecting any other hazards on that ship?
Thank you, Ajula.
Okay, Captain, we have data and specifications on the chip we're looking for. We should recognize it when we see it. Unfortunately, I can't penetrate the ship's hull with our scanners.
Well, it looks like our only way forward is to perform is to bring down an away team.
Worrisome.
As I've said, be prepared for a fight.
We will be, sir.
Shall we bring extra security as in secondaries, sir?
Agreed.
Let's develop Suitland. Commander, I'd like to request that Kel Suitland is with us, sir.
Very well, Lieutenant.
Question.
We're heading down to the transporter.
Okay, so the movement will require 1 interval,
That's fine.
and the beam will also be included in that. So we'll go ahead and...
Shit.
Do-do-do.
And remember, we don't have to spend the point for Sootland until he does something.
Right. So you guys are beamed on to the ship. The ship is totally dark.
We are a standard away team, so we have the little flashlight wrist things.
Yep.
Those things.
You know, like you do.
Yep.
Commander, do you see any reason we shouldn't be using our wrist-mounted lights?
I just said like. Sorry, did that not come through? I'm having like connection issues all the time over here.
You cut out a little bit.
Okay. The gist was use your wrist lights, people.
All right.
All right, I turn mine
Let's
on.
immediately whip out my tricorder to see if I can detect anything in here. Anything hazardous.
Right. Go ahead and roll me reason or control, plus either engineering, security, or difficulty 1. Yep, that's
Okay.
not it.
Reason plus security.
You do have 3 options though. So if security wasn't your best,
Sorry, it was which was it was.
oh,
reason
never mind.
plus-
Never mind. You kind of nailed that one.
Okay.
What did he... Oh.
Apparently, he has a 4 in security I didn't know about.
It's my last toast.
Lovely.
What happened to my tricorder sound? There it is.
That's another reason I wanted to bring him.
Commander, I'm detecting the chip on this level, about 50 meters ahead.
Lead the way, Lieutenant.
Aye, sir.
Yep, and that task cost you 2, so you guys are at 55.
Could we use a momentum to bring it down?
You mean up?
Or what?
To reduce the time.
Yeah, to reduce the... Yeah.
Sure. You guys will be at 56 then.
Because, yeah, how much momentum do we have?
You're back to 6.
Yep, so...
All right, I gotta get back to my notes. So you guys walk forward through this little hallway that you beamed into. So that's gonna be another 1. And you guys eventually run into a door. And the door appears to be sealed, but the readings for the chip are on the other side of the door.
All right, people, let's see how we can get this door open.
Well, I think the main question, or one way to get it open would be, can we restore power to it?
Good.
Possibility.
May be able to phaser it if it's set to maximum.
I thought about that, but I didn't want to bring up the brute force option first.
Sometimes the direct option is the most expedient one. People, we've got 4 phasers. Let's get through this door.
Do we want to make sure there's nothing explosive on the other side?
Don't have the time for that.
Or just hope?
Okay, so you guys are gonna take your phasers and just blow through the door?
Well, cut through the door.
Cut through the door. Okay.
But with 4 phasers, so it'll be a fourth of the time that it would take.
Well, if you wanted to spend a crew support, then I can make that happen, but...
Oh. Yeah, well, that's what our crew support guy is here for.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, I won't have you guys roll for it. I will just go ahead and take away the 2 now. And the door blows open. And the door blows open into a 20 by 20 meter room. And the readings for the chip that you guys received are coming from a device located in the center of the room.
Oh, well, that's not foreboding.
All right, people. Eyes up. Be on guard.
Aye, sir.
Get that chip.
Are you getting the chip, sir, or shall I?
You three cover me. I'm going in.
Understood.
Oh,
You
interesting.
got it.
Empath.
All right, so Varro is doing this.
Aro is doing it.
All right, here you go, Commander.
I'd like to keep a wary eye down on my tricorder to see if there are any new readings as he approaches.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to read something. As you approach the device, a control panel powers on the device.
All right. I'd like to try to bypass the controls and get to the content.
All right, so I have it written as Control Engineering Difficulty 3. Like always, if you could tell me on something else, I might be privy to that.
Let's see.
Control
This-
security for hacking.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking because I want to hack into it, not open it up and rewire it.
Do you have hacking?
I do not have hacking. No. Let's see. But I do have shipboard tactical systems.
No, probably not.
I actually have encryption and decryption as a focus.
Oh, maybe have
Commander,
a
you want me on this?
Jula?
All right. So, reason engineering, you said?
Control Engineering.
Control engineering.
Difficulty 3.
Feel free to spend some momentum.
Okay. Let's see. Did I already spend my determination?
No.
Let's spend it right here.
Yeah, probably not the best idea.
Still early in the episode.
Yes, it's pretty early in the episode.
Okay.
Spending.
Can I get an assist from somebody with good engineering?
Hearing.
I think you got the wrong people for that.
Yeah, we have the wrong
Okay.
people for that.
Or you could spend 3 of the momentum we have.
Let's spend 3 of the momentum here. And that means I roll a challenge die because of untapped potential, and we may get a bonus momentum.
That's if you succeed.
Okay.
And wait, what other talents?
So you'll be rolling 4 dice.
Mm-hmm. And you should have a focus, encryption and decryption, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, rolling.
Does he have
Let's
cautious
see.
or anything?
No, he doesn't.
Can he spend his determination to reroll 2?
He could spend his determination to reroll all of them.
I can also spend a determination for 2 automatic successes.
You have to do that before you roll.
Okay.
So yeah, so as of right now, it's a fail.
Okay. I'm going to spend my determination to
What's the value you're setting?
Sorry, what was that about a value?
What value
What
are you using?
value are you citing?
Let's see, for this...
Sometimes a Nujula doesn't think, they just act.
Yes, this seems like one of those situations.
I agree.
Okay.
Just reroll all 4 of them.
Reroll.
There we are!
Okay, I'd also like to roll my challenge die.
And he gets I think we get a momentum, but he gets
That's how that works.
So
I get a threat. You guys get a momentum.
And we're
Yes.
back up to full.
Yep, you guys are at full. I am at 14 again.
Wow.
Okay.
Bad.
That was a close one, Commander.
So I have to give somebody something. All right, so I'll prepare it. So as Ajula goes to start his hack of the device, 2 security robots enter the room and attack the party. So Ajula gets that. I'm going to have the robots go first.
And
Could we spend a momentum again to bring down the amount of time that task took?
I think it's 2 momentum, right?
Well, no, it's only 1 momentum, I think, to bring down the interval.
oh no, Evan.
You can
Oh,
punch it.
Let
Let me double check the timed test.
Yeah. I forget how much momentum you've got to spend to.
I thought it was 2, but I could be wrong.
I have the distinct feeling it's 1. I could be misremembering though.
Wait, for what?
You can spend momentum to decrease the amount of time it takes to do the amount of intervals it takes.
Yep, it is 1 momentum on a successful task.
There we go.
So yes, so you guys are at 52.
Okay. Brad.
And was that from our momentum pool or from over?
That was from our pool.
Yeah, it's from the pool.
Okay.
You guys just got up the full with his roll. So the robot is going to go first. And he's going to attack. Where's my 4-sided here? He's going to actually shoot at Evans.
Good.
Joy. I do have a lot of stress.
Yeah.
capacity.
Dear God. Okay.
This thing needs an update.
So I think I sent Ajula the information, if I'm mistaken.
Update to
Commander, I've got the chip.
Good job.
And then it'll be your turn, or your team's turn.
So what I suggest is that we start running towards where we came from, and I'm going to hit my communicator and tap Jula to Kesmet. Do you have a lock on our signals?
Do we?
Yeah. It'll be a task, however.
Yep. Lieutenant Nave, get them out of there.
All right, this is going to be control engineering, difficulty 3, complication 3, and I believe whatever the assist is for the ship.
Task roll 2.
Yeah, task roll is going to be 2 so far. Hold off on rolling it though.
Yeah, and if it is, I assume the ship is assisting with sensors.
I'm double checking what the.
With sensors.
I'm pretty sure it is sensors. I just can't think of the other trait.
I think it's engineering.
Plus, if you need, you can spend some momentum to get those extra dice.
Yeah, and if I look at Nave's sheet correctly, you do have cautious engineering.
Alright.
Which is good for a high complication range like this.
Yeah, because we're withdrawing under fire right now.
I definitely have this listed as emergency beam out.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for it.
Spend any momentum.
Don't forget the complication range is 3.
Yep.
Let's not forget that.
So I'd spend a momentum and get a 3rd die.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's only difficulty 2 now because the ship's sensors.
You want me to spend 1 to get a 3rd die?
Yeah, because you have cautious engineering, which means re-roll 1 if you get a complication. Yes!
Ooh.
And I got sound effects.
And you didn't roll the 3rd die. So roll 1 more die.
Nice.
And then if he has cautious, he actually gets to re-roll that.
You can re-roll that
well.
0 as well.
I wouldn't though. I would not because.
Actually, that is a complication. He
What?
rolled an 18.
Oh, you didn't set your thing correctly, so yes, re-roll that.
Yes, re-roll the complication there.
And he's still got a complication.
Okay.
Cool. So
wait, hang on. We might still have. We could spend 2 momentum to counteract it.
Yeah, I think we should because phasers and transporter beams don't interact well.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to spend 2 momentum?
Yeah.
All right, I got you guys at 4. And the away team is transported back to the transporter pad.
2 more intervals of time.
Yep, so you guys are down to 50. And Ajula has a chip in his hand.
Okay, once we arrive safely in the transporter room, I catch my breath, I pull out the chip, and I show it to the commander. You can see it looks like an ordinary data chip with a yellow color.
Indeed. Let's see if there's any useful information on there.
All right, do you want me to run it over to a computer terminal?
That's exactly what I want you to do.
Yeah, you'll probably find a computer terminal there in the transporter room.
Okay, so that's what I do. I put it in, and I try seeing what's on it.
Okay. This is going to cost you 2. But the chip actually sends out a signal through the comm relays.
Okay.
And that's all it does.
All right. Pend. Look like we can continue forward.
What is the signal?
It's just like a communication signal that's sent out from your comm relay.
But it's like an open mic. There's no content to it.
Not that you recognize.
Okay.
Like, it's probably an on-off signal type thing, where it's just a burst of information.
It's probably just to tell us something that we collected one of however many things we have to get, or that we collected this particular thing.
Right.
Well, Commander, I can analyze it further, or we can leave it be. It's up to you.
I think we leave it be for now, considering the situation we're in.
Aye, sir.
Let's either get this chip and put it in isolation.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pend. Well, first quick question. Are we able to continue forward, or...
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You could either go forward or backwards.
The ship, you mean?
Yes, the ship.
Yes, the ship. Mr. Pend, keep going forward. Full impulse.
All right. This is difficulty 1 because of your earlier spend.
Mm-hmm.
And then still complication 2.
Okay. What? What's you gonna say, Captain?
Huh?
No, it's alright.
I said straight ahead, full impulse.
Again, I'm gonna give you a threat.
Cool.
Good. You can re-roll that.
That is why.
All right. So you guys bring 2 momentum out of that.
3 momentum.
3 momentum. So you have 1 over at the moment.
Decrease the time period.
Well, it's already at 1 because you were at impulse.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so your pen throws the ship into impulse. The ship makes a curve to the right, and then you eventually come to a 4-way intersection where you could either go right, left, forward, or backwards.
Hmm.
And then you guys are at 47.
So during that time, could the rest of the bridge crew have come up to the bridge?
Yes, I already considered that they did.
Okay, fair enough. Great.
All right, I'll take my station.
Okay. Well, go any number of ways here. I'm
Rats in a maze right now, sir.
Much as I hate it, I'm personally of the mind that we go forward, continue pressing ahead.
That's usually not a good thing to do in a maze.
We could try another probe.
I'm
I'd say it's worth the effort, Lieutenant.
All right, in which direction shall I launch it, sir?
Launch it to the left.
Aye, sir. Launching probe to the left.
The same thing happened.
Yes.
Yep, that's what it
Which means he spent a threat?
No, I didn't spend a threat.
No, it's just probes aren't gonna work for us.
And
And
we're
that'll
down to 46.
and that'll be 2 more, so you guys are down to 45.
See, that's what I was afraid of. That's why I didn't want to do another one.
I say we move forward.
Yep, move forward. Full impulse again.
All right, pen difficulty 2, complication 2.
Yep, I'll give you a threat again.
Oh god, oh, this is gonna hurt so much. Oh wow. Oh.
So you guys
wow.
bank 5.
5.
Yep.
All right.
So how much extra is that?
5 extra at the moment. You guys were at 6. You guys were full.
I'd propose that we create an advantage that lowers the complication range of full impulse.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so first let me tell you what happens. So you guys go forward. Pen follows the corridor as it makes a turn to the right, follows it straight for a bit. It turns back to the left, goes straight for a bit, turns back to the left again, goes straight for a little longer, and then you are at another 4-way intersection.
Are we at the same, pretty much the same
one as
intersection?
before.
I can't answer that for you.
Actually, there should be a probe. Whether it's functioning or not, we should be detecting a probe.
That's true. That's true. We should be detecting the wreckage of our probe. We could use 2 of our momentum to give us that advantage.
Or we might be
Also,
too
we
far
already
from
spent
by
2
now,
interval
though.
launching that probe. We should be allowed to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, like we could spend 4 out of the 5 bonus momentum we created to do this. 2 momentum to determine whether or not we're at the same intersection. 2 momentum to bring down the complication range.
I think that works.
I will not allow the momentum spend to see if you're at the same one. This is a maze, after all.
Captain, Captain, I suggest we start launching automated buoys with a signal identifying which buoy it is. See if we can leave a trail of breadcrumbs.
I don't know if we have the time for that. And we don't even know if they'd be able to withstand the corrosive gases out there. I think
I
whoever
believe
created
the
this maze...
more correct course of action might be to simply have the computer maintain the speed and rate of change that the ship is moving in. Have it form its own map. As
Dead
we-
reckoning, sir?
Essentially.
Agreed. Actually, could we use a crew support to create that advantage using, what's her name?
Nux.
Yeah.
Yes. And I get to develop Nux. Sweet.
Fucks.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I'm not letting you guys do any of these things in terms of knowing your location, because I said you guys should probably be drawing maps.
Unfortunately, the piece of paper I have is too small to incorporate all of the changes you mentioned.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I
wait, no, I can grab a piece of paper.
I mean, we could draw on your pretty page that you have for us, the front page of the...
Yeah, I mean that works just as good as paper.
Okay.
So I'll need you to repeat the directions from the first 4-way intersection.
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
Yeah, so I'll take the crew support to repeat the messages, or to repeat the directions.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. So from the start, wherever you wanted to go from the start,
Yeah, we went forward.
you went forward into a corridor that either went straight or to the right.
We went right.
Okay? And you guys went right. So when you went right, the corridor curved to the left. You met the ship. And then when you went forward from that ship, it curved to the right. The corridor you were in curved back to the right, and then you hit a four-way intersection.
Okay, and then from there, what happened?
So from there, you went forward again. The corridor curved right. Then the corridor curved left, and then the corridor curved left again. And then it went straight for a bit, and then you hit a four-way intersection.
We're at a different intersection.
Yeah, so we're here now.
Okay. So...
Well, the first squiggle means the ship. The second squiggle is where we are now.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In that case, I'm gonna say we go right.
Wait, isn't that where we just were?
No.
Oh.
We are... no.
So
Sorry.
we would be going up now.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
we're
we'd be
going
going-
right
we'd be
compared to
going.
how we are.
There's only so much
Yeah.
I can do freehand with a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. Okay. So...
I
Yeah.
think you can hold down shift to force it to make straight lines, though.
There's no fun in that.
So, I say we go right, and I'm gonna say use the maneuvering thrusters and just hope that we generate enough bonus momentum to bring down the time. Proceed carefully, Mister.
Yeah, this might help you. It has a grid.
Just not say to someone else what a draw.
No.
Everything just
Sure.
disappeared for me.
You see,
But
this is,
yeah, it erased your map, so
you see, this is what happens when a GM who doesn't like using maps decides to throw us into a maze.
Yes. Mm.
It's not about liking to use maps. You guys just failed to keep one.
rip.
Right.
What we mean is you don't make us maps.
Why am I seeing Nova
And-
class refit?
And
Yeah.
also
Hold
you,
on.
I was drawing a map
hold
and
on,
you
hold
took it
on.
away.
Hold on. I made like 9,000 extra pages.
What are you doing?
All right, you guys should be back.
Ooh, it's a pink map.
Yep,
Wait, what am I supposed
but
to be
he
saying?
did it, and now I can't remember what.
All right,
Map.
all right. So,
You go back to Penn's map.
so hold on. Just erase that. I will say the instructions again because I think you guys were way off on that. So I will be nice one more time.
Yeah.
You have a maximum limit of business.
So, well, I made you guys spend the crew support. So you guys are at the start. And it goes straight for a little bit, and then you hit the intersection.
Straight in what direction doesn't
I
matter.
drew a map. I don't know. Do you like it?
Yep, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
So
it's,
from the start,
No, I was asking straight in what direction does it matter?
up from your
Straight
from
in the
your
hallway.
from your vantage. I'm gonna say up,
Can't see from my highly detailed map.
And then it
Come on.
curves.
and then you hit an intersection that either continues going straight or goes to the right. You guys chose to go to the right. Okay, so
There's no left, it doesn't sound like.
yep, so it curves left and then it curves right.
Wait,
So that's correct. In the middle of that is where you saw the ship, and then you continued on and it curved right.
what?
Mm-hmm.
No, what? You said it curved left and then it curved right?
So it curved left, went straight, and then that's where you guys met. Got that ship, and then it went straight a little bit, and then it curved back right. So yeah, so that would be the ship. So it went straight a little bit and curved right.
So where is the curve left then?
You already hit the curve left.
Well, I didn't draw a curve to the left.
Somebody did.
You did draw a curve to left. It's just the left is the curve to the up for us.
Right. Yes.
Up, right, left.
I don't understand.
Forward,
Sure, whatever.
forward.
So
we're going to the
currently-
right.
at the intersection.
Currently, the
So
map
it goes
is correct.
straight, and
So
then
it
you
goes-
go to the right
Right.
again.
Yes.
That's
So
like
I
a Mortal
so,
Kombat code.
so when I say right, I am really talking about the ship's direction. So if that helps you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Yes,
Why
it's
did-
POV.
Why did
So-
you do that?
So then at the end of that,
I erased it on purpose.
all right. So at the end of that, it's correct so far. So at the end of that, you guys enter a
know, but
four-way
it's not-
intersection.
So here, intersection.
Yes.
Okay.
I, I was trying to make it straight. You put it back. Ugh.
And then we decided to go straight.
Correct. So that path went straight for a very little bit before curving to the right.
Okay.
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 And then it went straight for, I don't know, two of those squares sound good. And then it curved to the left.
This way.
No, ship
right.
left. Ship's left. Yes, that way. And then it curved to the ship's left again.
Can I just ask a simple question? Have none of you done orienteering?
Apparently
Oh,
not.
I have.
And then it went
Did that
straight
do
for
it?
probably the two squares again. We'll call it that.
And then.
And then you're at the four-way intersection you are currently at.
Okay.
Now, at this point, you are correct with the map. But if you guys make mistakes on the map,
You're not gonna.
from this point further, no more help.
Got it. Okay. We're clear now. Got it.
So
Thank
I
you.
got you guys at 44, and you guys are at that intersection pointing up.
Okay. Could you maybe give us a little more space to the right so we can draw that way if we have to?
How do I do that?
It's in the page settings.
Or we could just not go right.
Well, I think we're
It's
going
a
to
maze.
go.
Always go to the right.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to go to the right though.
Yeah, I think that helped.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're going to the right.
Hmm?
That will require a roll.
I'm gonna say we're gonna want to do this with maneuvering thrusters.
Okay, I would like to.
No, you don't have to. This is only difficulty 1, and we have full momentum. So basically, what we have to do is just generate. All we have to do is get 2 successes, and we can bring down the time.
Well, if it goes wrong, it's your fault.
Quick question: how hard will warp jump be? Just
Okay.
short little hops.
All right, so I got you guys at 7 technical momentum.
Mhm.
And we're spending that momentum to decrease the time.
Okay. So I got you at 43. Oops.
So, going right. So we're now going right.
Okay. So your ship goes right. It goes forward. And then the corridor curves back to the left and starts going straight again. And then, which color do I got?
Yep.
All right, so as the Kismet makes its way through this portion of the corridor, a ship similar in design to the one that you boarded pulls up next to the Kismet. And you guys also notice that this particular corridor is a little bit wider than the ones that you have been in previously.
So you said that there's another ship and that the corridor is a bit wider.
Correct.
Okay. Any sign of another buoy? Another comm signal.
A metallic object that tries to hail us. Captain, there's a device further down the corridor. It's sending us a signal. It appears to be a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then the other ship takes off toward the device.
I'm going.
Mr. Pend, after that ship, as fast as you can.
I probably should have been telling you guys that because you are using impulse, you probably should have been keeping track of your power.
Oh.
I would just say cut 4 power from your ship, and I think we'll call that good.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if the transporter needed a power. Probably did.
It does. We should be.
Yeah, so minus 5 power, and then it was my fault for not keeping track either, but it works.
Okay. All right. After them. Lieutenant Nave, I need you to give the engines everything you have.
Complication range 2.
All right, so what do you guys want to do first?
Well, the way I'm thinking of doing this is that Pend makes the roll, Nave assists by giving the engines everything she's got, Captain.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay. I will allow this, but I am going to bump the complication range up to 3.
I would like to give you a threat.
Well, don't forget, you also have momentum, Pend. You want to be able to re-roll. Right?
Yes, that's why I'm giving him threat.
And engines con.
Crushed it.
Nice.
And what's the engineer's roll going to be?
Control con, I think. Or control engineering, sorry.
Yeah.
In
I have
complication
something
3.
I'd like to do with a couple of those.
Oh, and Pen, did you do impulse or thrusters?
I did impulse.
Yeah, I
Right.
said
Momentum?
I
Am I
I
using
see.
momentum?
As an assist, no, you can't use momentum.
No. You just roll a single die. What focuses do you have? It doesn't matter. So that's
Computer.
So you guys will get 3 momentum out of that. And then I have to do their roll. I'm going to spend 3 of my threat, thank you, Pend, to buy 2 dice.
Do we need directions yet?
Yeah, which direction did we go?
hang on. Can we spend I was going to say can we spend how much bonus momentum do we have?
3.
3.
I was going to say spend 2 of that momentum to create a complication for the other group.
I was just gonna say, engage a tractor beam on them.
Well, I think this would be better to create a complication for them, and it will make it so that we actually scored 1 higher than they did. Wait.
Technically, you guys are
No.
exactly the same.
We are exactly the same now that I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no momentum is generated, right?
I guess that would be technically no, because it is an opposed check.
Ugh. Can't even bring down. So, how much time has passed now?
This will just be the 1 interval. So you guys are at 42.
Oh, right, because it's impulse.
Can we get directions on, like, which way did we go chasing after them?
I think.
You guys are just going straight.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about how far.
Loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop.
So, are we still racing?
Yep. I was just making sure you guys weren't doing anything. Pen, they probably still have a slight lead on you.
Okay. I would like to give you 1 threat, and I would.
And I probably should mention that you are about a third of the way to
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
I'm going to give you 1 threat. I would like to give you
Shall I scan for weakness, Captain?
2 momentum.
We just... Oh, we don't have to attack them, Lieutenant. We just have to outrun them. Right, Pend?
Yep, so I'm
Doesn't
giving...
mean we can't script them a little, Captain.
So, Ed, I'm giving you 1 threat. I'm spending 2 momentum, so I'm rolling 4
Yep.
dice.
Okay. Ship and Knave.
Yeah.
If Knave is still assisting, and just remember the complication range.
It's 3, right?
It
Yep.
is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to spend 3 threat.
See, everyone's complaining I'm giving him threat, but I'm giving him 1 at a time. He's having to spend all of this.
That's true.
And I
6.
think he's... No, he's
Alright.
behind us by 1.
So, Pend, you guys make it to about 2/3 of the way to this, and you have just pulled even with this ship.
Okay.
Don't forget your power, and you guys are at 41 now.
So we're at like 8.
Yep.
Did we get a momentum out of that because we beat them by 1?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Good call.
Hey.
So we're at 41 now.
Okay. That means 1 more.
Okay. I'm gonna
Spend that.
I'm gonna do it again. So 1 threat and 2 momentum again.
All right. You guys are down to 3 momentum.
Yep.
And Knave. Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, huh?
This is why
Guess
you
I'm gonna
let
spend 3 and see what happens.
Penn fly the ship.
Ooh. Sorry about that.
All right.
So, how much momentum do we generate off of this?
3, I believe, because you had 7, they had 4. So
Back
you guys
up
are
to
back to
full.
full. So that will be a power and an interval. So you guys are down to 40. And then I have to read the results. Oh, right. That happened. Okay.
What?
What?
Pend, on your console, a blue chip was beamed onto your console.
Ah, yes.
You do look catch.
Am I being called?
Yeah, I'm throwing a blue chip at you.
Okay, I catch it. And I'm going to put it into computer system, see if it does the same thing as this chip.
All right, that'll cost you 2 more, and it does exactly as the other one did.
Should I try scanning this with internal sensors, Captain?
Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
2 chips.
Repeat?
I think we'll worry about those once we're out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
After all, we are still on a time limit.
Yep. So, we went hella forward.
You guys don't have to worry about how far you went, for the sake of location.
Yeah, I know.
Just because it might mess up the map.
Let me
These
scroll.
little
to see how
objective
far that
markers are for.
Yep.
Okay. So, but we do have to go forward at some point. So,
Let's just draw the line going forward a little bit, like
yeah.
I
So
don't know,
Mr.
maybe
Penn-
like 3 more squares.
So, Mr. Penn, straight ahead. Put us at impulse. Mr. Knave, I want you to try to get some of that power back.
Yes, sir.
So
He's
I'd
gonna
actually,
make
so I'd actually like to start off with Knave to get us some more power.
Okay, he can roll the power task roll, whatever the hell that is.
Is it complication range 3?
No, the complication range for gaining power is just 1. The 3 was just for that task.
I forget, does the ship help with that, or is that just him on his own?
I'd have to look.
And you roll 2. Knave, so.
My numbers don't even light up when I click on them. I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
it's best to try and double click on them just to make sure it selects.
Yeah. So what?
Right. So this is Control Engineering difficulty 2. On a success, the ship gains 1 point of power plus 1 for each momentum spent.
Okay.
Spend it all.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. Let's see. How much momentum? We're at full, right?
Yes, you're at 6. So
Okay.
So you gain 1 currently because you complete the task.
So I'd say spend 2 on power and 1 to make it only take 1 airport. So spend 3 momentum total.
I'm using my focuses. So I got
Well, your focus allowed you to get those 2 successes. Focuses increase your crit range. Wait, why did you do that?
I used two of them, right?
No.
Oh.
That's not how momentum works.
All right, so you guys gain 3 power, and then you reduce your interval to 37 remaining.
Oh boy. Okay.
And we're down to 3 momentum.
Well, I mean, think about it like this. We've almost used up our bonus intervals.
Just have to say, Captain, I would say you could spend 3 momentum, because I'm probably going to get it back with my next roll. Well, not 3, but get some back.
Well, I don't think we're that hard up just yet. So we're back at 10.
Sure.
Okay. Which is what we'd be naturally if we didn't have our secondary reactors.
And
Okay.
the drag race.
Okay. Mr. Pend, full speed ahead. Full impulse.
Again, I'll give you a threat.
And the ship rolls its end con. What's the complication range on this one?
Still 2.
Okay.
Cool. You guys are up to 5 momentum, and the corridor will go the straight a little bit, and then it'll curve to the left, and then it will enter another intersection that goes to the left or forward.
Left or
Correct.
I say left.
And then don't forget your power, and then you guys are to 36.
Okay. Yep. So I say left.
Okay.
Again, Mr. Pend, to the left. Full impulse.
Aye. I'm just wondering, do I want to give him a threat, or do I just want to spend momentum? I mean, it's been working so far.
Yeah. Well, no. I'd say just roll the 2 dice and the ship.
Okay.
What did I tell you?
And you guys bank 2 more. You guys spend the power, and you're down to 35.
Okay, so we're down. We should be down to 8.
All right, and then so you guys turn left. The corridor goes straight for a bit. Does a quick. Gotta get my ship directions here. Quick right. Goes straight very quickly, and then turns left.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
God damn it, Grennan.
Goes left and anything else?
And then go straight to a 4-way.
Okay. We are back to where we started.
Wait, does it go to that four-way, or does it just go straight to a four-way?
It goes straight to a 4-way, but given the directions we were given, it's pretty clear where we are now. Great.
Well, it could be a new four-way. I think we got to get that clarified.
Hey, Mr. Pend, I believe we are back to one of the intersections we were already at. I'd say bring us around, and yet again, full impulse.
Aye.
And by the way, we had one extra momentum, right?
We did.
2.
Well, I'd wanted to spend one of those to bring... Oh, wait, you can't, because it's full impulse. Never mind. Could we spend 2 to bring down the, difficulty of another full impulse task?
Sure.
To 1. So, this'll...
Be difficulty 1.
Yep, because we've already tread this path before. I think that is a... and ship. Engines.
Alright, so you guys are up to 3 above.
I say we just do that again, where spend 2 momentum to bring down the difficulty.
Don't forget your power, and then you guys are at 34. And Captain, you are right near set where you follow the exact same path back to the intersection that is now a T intersection.
Yes, it is now a T intersection. We are going left. Full impulse. So difficulty 1 this time.
Alright, so you're at 1 over. Alright, so this path, as you turn left, will go straight a little bit. And will curve to the left. And you will reach a T intersection.
Oh.
Curious.
Interesting.
Like I said, this might be the... No.
I say right. Yeah, right, full impulse. And I'd spend a threat on this one.
Okay, that's 1 threat to Edward.
I just wanted to see if we could get a little ways without using threat. Jesus!
You guys are 4 above. Don't forget your power, and then this will move you to 33.
Hang on. Pull up Kismet.
Technically, this brings us down to 32.
Cool, I missed one.
How much extra do we have?
4 currently.
4 currently.
Oh wait, I lied. No, 4 because I was messing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Actors. In that case, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to spend 2 of those to create the same advantage for our next impulse check. However, I would also like to spend the other 2 to create an advantage for Knave, making it easier for him to restore power.
That works for me.
So, at this moment, before we turn to the right, I'd like to call down to Knave again and say, Knave, I think we could use a little more power. Been running for a little while now, and the secondary reactors are only going to get us so far.
So that'd be complication 2.
Complication 1.
Complication 1.
Yeah. Task roll 2, difficulty 1. Perfect.
Yeah, control engineering.
Yep.
And so, how much?
And then, so you guys are at 6 momentum.
I'd spend 3 of that momentum to give us 4 power.
In all fairness, you could spend it all.
I'm
pretty confident on that.
Yeah, I'll spend 5 power. Bring us up to 12.
All right, well, you actually gained 7 because you had 6. You had 6 momentum.
Why 7?
Because you get 1 for the task.
No, I'm only spending 5 out of the 6.
Oh, so you got 1 left. Okay.
So
gotcha.
yeah, I want to keep us with 1 momentum.
Gotcha. So yeah,
just in case.
Cool. So yeah, you gained 6.
Was that
all right?
2
And then
intervals?
the result. Yeah. So the power will be 2.
Okay.
So you guys are down to 30. All right. So you guys take the turn to the right.
We're going right. And
Right.
well, Penn still has to make his check.
Oh yeah, I already
No,
did.
he already did. Yeah, he already did. So the ship will go forward a little bit. Will turn right, and then almost immediately turn back to the left.
Okay.
And then you guys will reach a T intersection.
I'm thinking right again.
Okay, I'm going to spend a threat just for 3 dice again.
I'll roll the ship.
You gave me a threat, you said?
I did, yes.
Okay.
And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you guys get 3 momentum out of that. So you're up to...
And I'd spend 1 of those to bring down the time.
You were at impulse, right?
Yes, it's only 1.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So you guys are down to 29.
And we're
And
down
don't forget
to
your
11,
power.
Yeah, 11 power.
And you guys turned right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The ship enters a dead end.
God.
However, this dead end has the object similar to the one that you scanned earlier at the entrance, and the object is putting out the same signals as the other ones.
Lieutenant Tajula, raise the let's tap into that communications signal. Let's see what we got.
Aye, sir. Will this require a roll?
No.
Just
Okay, I do it.
All right. When you try to hail this object, the ship is swarmed by 3 groups of fighter-sized ships. The ships are all flying in tight formations. There's 3 separate tight formations, and they're all kind of flying in kind of making a triangle as they're kind of flying in a circle around the ship.
Alrighty. Red alert. Shields up. Well, shields are already up.
Yes.
Red alert.
Pend evasive maneuvers.
Aye.
Shall I scan for weakness, sir?
You said there are 3 swarms of these. How many fighters did you say there were?
3 groups of 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, luckily because I've got the quick to action, I'm probably best off doing the evasive action first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pend, go evasive.
Yep. Do I have a complication range for this one?
This is going to be 3 because you're trying to do evasive maneuvers in a closed section while pointing at a dead end.
However, you have pushed the limits, don't you?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, for environmental or damage to the engines.
Would you count this as environmental hazards?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Because I wasn't going to count it from the beginning, so...
Okay.
Oops, okay.
Considering I'm at 3 complication, I'm going to give you a threat.
Okay.
I'm just making sure. Okay. I'm going to reroll 1. So,
What's the complication range on this one?
3.
and it is engines con.
Yep, got it.
So we needed 1 to pass.
And what was... You needed 1, so alright, so you gained 3, so you guys are +1 right now. And I believe that's a power, correct?
Yep, and I'd say use that extra 1 to bring down the amount of time.
Alright, you guys are at 28.
Oh boy.
I'm going to use quick to action, and people can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. Mr. Evans, fire.
Firing phasers. Wait, these things do have shields, right?
We don't know. You're gonna have to spray and pray.
Well, I will spray. Oh, wait.
What is the ship roll?
Security weapons, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I would like to instruct that he target their weapons. Because we have the fast targeting systems, so we can dictate that without an increase in difficulty.
Okay. Just so you know that they are in close range of the ship, will be a +1 because of that.
Okay, so
and it's probably a +1 for their size as well.
Okay.
So I probably should have told you before you rolled that this is be a difficulty 4.
Yeah, I wish you would have.
Sorry, I'll let them re-roll because I forgot stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd spend some momentum on that.
Sorry. What happened there? I was a little distracted trying to find my name.
It's
So this is a difficulty 4 task because of their scale. They're scale 1 essentially, and then they're also in close range.
So yeah,
which is not your optimal range.
Yeah, Ed didn't make that abundantly clear. So
permission to spend 3 momentum.
Yeah, granted.
Okay, rolling 4 dice. Aw. Hey! I forgot about that.
The ship came through.
And he expertly hits one of the fighter ships.
Hold on. Now raise the phaser arrays. Roll it. We can choose, I think it's spread to hit more than one. I forget which one it is. It's one of them allows us to hit more than one thing.
But you also have to donate that, I believe, before.
Oh.
Yeah, that's quality of phasers that you have to dictate before the attack. That's not a momentum spend.
Next time, then.
Spread inflicts additional damage on the same target area, affects more.
Okay, so next time we'll get area.
So what did we spend momentum and time-wise?
All right, well, hold on. Let me explain what happens here. So Evans hits one of the fighters, and it blows up, leaving 3 in that group.
Oh, gosh.
I suggest we do a swift task.
Yeah.
And what did I count his weapons? Not yet. So you go down to the 26. And don't forget the power.
Boy, we're at 9. Such an odd. This one sucks. This is gonna suck.
I imagine the captain himself was not saying that.
No, this is out of character. This is great.
So are you guys doing something? Do you pass turn?
Should we swift action?
I suppose so.
So how much momentum did we have before the swift action?
I got you guys at 3 currently.
Okay.
So the swift action is 2, I believe, or the swift task is 2.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Hold on.
It's like when the professor's phone goes off in class.
So what is Evans going to do?
He can attempt an additional task this round, but increase the difficulty by 1.
Oof. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Well, hang on, but here's the thing. We're going to want area, so we may as well not do this, because we don't have the momentum to pull it off.
Hmm.
So, I say we just pass the turn to them.
Could we not use a direct action here to pull off the swift task and do a firing?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can just direct him. I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll
And
direct
honestly,
him.
yeah.
But the swift task, by its prerequisite, increases the difficulty by 1.
Right, but I mean, I can use the direct, and I get to use my presence command, which I'm most likely to succeed at. So
Right, and it means that it'll go up by 1, but not by 2.
yeah. So, Mr. Evans, keep on firing. Maximum area.
Yes, sir. Is that a little too eager? Oh, wait.
Say-
Was I supposed to?
Well, it's the same roll, so same difficulty as well.
I didn't think about that before I rolled.
Yeah.
Someone got excited.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. Got a little.
A little carried away. Presence command.
That second one's a crit.
Oh, is it?
Wait, what?
Yeah. What are your focuses?
Botany. Oh, I know. I do have tactical systems. How did I forget about that?
Yes, so you got 3. So we need the ship and the presence command.
What's the complication range for me?
Just 1.
It says USS Kismet, but that was me.
That was you? Okay, and then I need the ship.
The Kismet has such great presence.
Well, I mean, so what is it? Weapons security.
Yep.
Was that complication range 3?
No, so I will just call that a miss.
So that was 4
So you-
successes.
Actually, it
1,
was
2,
5
3,
if we
4, 5.
counted
Yep, you
my,
got 5,
focus.
so you guys will gain a momentum, so you got 2. Damage, please.
Well, hang on. We are going to spend whatever momentum is needed to get area because we're declaring that.
You don't. It's just you say I am firing an area attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well,
there's no
you
momentum.
did also use the word area while ordering me.
Right.
Okay. No, I thought it was something that you had to spend momentum.
No. It's just saying I'm going to make an attack.
Okay.
It's the same thing as charging a phaser.
Oh, buddy!
Oh,
So the group of fighters that you are targeting, each one of them blows up in a fiery wreck before dissolving in the gas.
Is that a group of 4, or was that the remaining 3? Because I preferred the one of the groups of 4.
Doesn't really matter. Pick one.
Okay. Done.
All right, so you guys are down to 24, and don't forget the power.
Yep. 8 power.
And then I believe you have to pass the turn at this point.
Yes, we do.
The other fighters just continue in the circle around your ship. Your turn.
Huh. Okay.
Have we been attacked yet?
We haven't.
Well, shit.
Commander Varro, your suggestion? My way of passing the turn to you.
Ed, am I getting anything off these? I assume I'm not.
No.
Yeah. I recommend we try hailing them.
Agreed. Lieutenant Jula, attempt
Sir.
to hail.
Opening hailing frequencies.
You get nothing, and you'll take 2 intervals.
Damn it. Okay.
Did it take 2 for Evans' second shot as well?
Yeah, because that was the test. So you guys are at 22 currently.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. In that case, your ship's not talking diplomacy now. Shut up, Evans. I think we might be looking at a firing range here, Commander Varro.
Agreed, sir.
That case? In
We
that
don't appear to
case-
be endangering anyone, so I suggest we continue.
In that case, Varro, why don't you take a shot at him?
Gladly, sir.
So we're gonna have Varro make the weapons roll.
All right, his will be difficulty 5,
Oh boy.
unless he directs, of course.
Direct would mean it would be a difficulty 4, I think, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Evans?
Oh, do I get to fire again?
And I'm directing with my insight command by highlighting where he should fire.
Does
Okay.
Dolby get to fire again?
Area.
Yep.
Do we
Area.
need me to use momentum?
How much do we have?
2.
2.
Yeah, I'd use 1.
Yeah, use
Okay.
1. And then we both
And-
have focuses here, so.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
And the ship gets to assist.
Firing phasers.
Ooh.
Not good. Not good.
Not good enough. Miss.
What to do with the complication?
Motherfucker.
Okay, well, first of all, you're gonna go down to 20 20 intervals, and then I am going to say that you caused an overload in the phaser array. Will take 1 breach to the weapons.
Damn it. 1 breach, 2 weapons.
And then I believe the turn will pass,
Yeah.
and they just do the same thing. They just circle around the ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could we just ram them?
Or just past them.
Well, but it's a dead end.
Oh, that's right. Wait, does this thing have a chip inside? I forget.
I'm willing to bet that these things are gonna try following us if we attempt to leave. Well, who else hasn't gone?
The Doctor and
Really,
Dave.
just the Doctor and Knave.
Right, yeah.
We honestly could use some more power.
Yeah, Knave, get us some power.
My hands are cramping. I need the doctor to help me fix my hands. Or
Yeah.
make a.
Hey, don't use up intervals like that when you move.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, my bad.
So,
Whatever the hell the power roll was.
yep. It's difficult 2.
Complication 1.
Nice!
Ooh.
Alright, you're up to
So-
2 momentum.
Damn.
And frankly, I'd spend a momentum just to bring down the time, because I think time is our biggest problem.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you get 1 power, and then you will be down to 19 instead.
We're up to 8. We're at 8 power.
Cool. So it'll pass to them, and they just circle the ship.
Okay.
And then if you wanted to, we could just call that round and restart at the top with you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could we pass Dr. Efrix without changing the time?
Yeah, nope, that's fine with me.
All things considered. In that
So
case,
so you have 7 ships left, 1 group of 4, 1 group of 3 still flying in tight formation,
okay.
and still in close range to your ship.
Evans, you know the drill.
Yeah, I do. Consume 1 momentum.
Now, remember, you guys
No.
could always give me threats.
That's true.
Yeah, we could. But but now that the round has changed, it's no longer
Area!
Well, yeah,
yeah,
but when you
area.
gotta go into credit card debt, you gotta go into credit card debt.
Mm-hmm. Area, yeah.
Probably.
and it's weapon security.
Should credit.
No. Miss.
Yep, and you guys will go down to 17.
Right. And I assume they don't do anything.
Same thing.
Okay, Varro.
Alright, I will make A weapons roll.
All right, this will be difficulty 5.
Okay. We have 1 momentum.
None.
No momentum. This is.
Yeah, I burned it all.
Give him
Wait,
threat.
why don't we wait? Actually, instead of I've got it. I have a better idea. Pend, move us into an attack pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, because that'll
Thank you,
decrease
sir.
difficulty by like 2.
This is still going to be complication 3.
Okay, that's fine. What is it? Engine's con?
For attack pattern, it's daring con for me, and that's it.
Oh, the ship doesn't help?
Oh,
No, the
assisted
ship
by the
assists with
weapons.
engines con.
Weapons con.
Weapon.
Weapon.
Okay, Ed, I'm going to give you a threat.
Yay.
What was the difficulty?
Difficulty
Oh,
was
God.
2.
God damn it. Oh, and we can say that he spent the minor action needed to repair the to
Yeah, I assumed.
realign
Yep, I
the
assumed.
weapons.
I'm going to make this a... Ooh.
This hurts. This really hurts.
Yeah, I'm gonna... It's... Another breach, or let's make this a breach on the engines.
Ugh. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's also good for us in a way.
And then you guys are down to 15.
I'd spend that third success to bring us to 16 instead.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Alright.
So now with the attack pattern, any attack we make is reduced by 1, but if it's already at 1, we gain bonus momentum instead.
And
Cool.
I have a better idea. Varro, Grankite Order of Tactics.
Do you have an idea for it?
Make us. I want you to find a way to use our ship's size to our advantage against these smaller fighters.
All right.
And in doing that, we will be able to lower the difficulty to hit them
Let's see.
by making it harder for them to evade.
Well, we're in a narrow.
Yes,
We're in a
use that.
constricted space right now, so I think we should try and force the fighter towards the walls where they won't have room to maneuver in more than multiple directions,
Understood.
thereby isolating.
I will decrease the difficulty to hit with that maneuver by 2.
Well, the way the Grankite Order of Tactics works is that it generates 2 identical.
Right. So,
Okay, so that-
so that's going to reduce the difficulty by 2, because pushing them toward the wall and using the wall to help hit.
Right.
Okay.
So it'll decrease the difficulty by 2.
So that means the difficulty is now at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
All right.
Case. What are they gonna do?
Same thing.
Okay. Then, Lieutenant Ajula,
Yes, sir.
go and assist Mr. Evans at tactical.
All right, on my way.
And like to see if he can fire the weapons.
Yeah,
Okay, what kind of task is this?
it will be a +1 difficulty because the weapons have already fired from that station. So this will be a difficulty 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and a control security.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'd give him a threat for this.
Agreed.
All right, so that would be me doing that.
Well, not you. It would be Ajula.
Oh, I'm assistant.
I'm going to invoke a joined focus here for shipboard tactical systems.
Okay.
Phasers.
Yep.
And how many am I rolling here?
So you roll 3 and you get the focus.
Area.
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 Ship. Yep. You guys get a momentum out of that.
Beautiful.
And I.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot Pens thing, so you actually get 2 out of that.
Sweet. And I'd spend one of those to bring down the time.
All right, so you guys are down to 15 intervals. And pick a group, and they blow up.
The group of 4. Now we just gotta hit. We just gotta hit one more group.
Cool. They just do the same thing.
Oh, we've burned like a sixth of our time.
Yeah, you've burned a ton of time on this.
We're gonna die.
That's why I was like, run away.
Now, left knave. Knave. Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say, first, I'd suggest spending your minor action to take care of the engines,
All right.
and then I'd suggest making us some more power.
Complication range is this one.
Yep.
Nope.
Don't think that was a success.
So, and we also go down to time intervals.
Yep, to 13.
Okay. In that case, I think,
Top of the order?
yeah, I think it's
Stop
time.
praying.
All right, we'll go top of the order.
Evans.
So this will
Firing.
be... hold on. This is difficulty 1.
Oh, well, I'm not spending anything on that then.
Yeah. Oh.
Firing phasers.
Okay, you will get 2 momentum.
Okay. Bring
I'm
down the
assuming
time
you
button.
meant to say area, right?
Yes.
All right. You guys are down to 12. Don't forget your power.
Yep.
And the last group of fighters blows up and dissolves in the gas. And then, where is it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, me too.
Evans, on your tactical station, a green-colored chip was beamed onto your console.
So I have a chip on my console now?
Yep, you have a chip on your console.
That's what it's for.
Right, I just didn't
Okay.
see.
Oh, okay. All right.
What is that?
And Jula is he still next to me at the security console?
Yep.
Alright, I hand it over to Ajula then.
All right, what am I doing?
Chip was just transferred onto my console. To do the thing.
All right, should we even bother plugging it into the computer system?
I'd say yes.
All right,
Something might happen once we've accrued enough chips.
all right, let's do it.
All right, you guys are down to 10. And this just sends out the signal.
Okay.
Could we have spent a momentum to take that down to 11?
Yeah, you could.
Yep. Do that.
All right, so you guys are down to 1 momentum and 11 intervals.
All right. Pend, bring us about. Full impulse.
Aye, aye. Is it now complication 2 again?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you a threat to roll 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's now control and con again. I'll re-roll the 1.
Ooh.
Cool.
So that's 4 successes. So 2 bonus momentum.
Yep.
Spend one of them to.
Nope, it's already at
It's already-
at 1.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Don't forget your power, and then you guys go back to that intersection you were just at.
Hold on.
Could we have spent a momentum to gain distance?
To increase the potency of our success.
You know what? I think that's a good idea, and I will let you move one intersection.
Okay. How much further do we go?
So, do you want to go straight, or do you want to go left?
Straight.
I'm going straight.
Okay. You guys fly straight, and you enter an intersection where you can either go straight or you can go right.
Where we could go straight, or we could go right. Yeah.
And I got you guys down to 2.
Probably right,
I'm gonna
Captain.
say right. Right.
Yeah.
Full impulse.
Threat again.
And ship.
Do I want to re-roll that?
Nah. I think we're good.
So you guys get 2 momentum. Don't forget your power. You guys are down to 9. And then so you go right, and it leads straight for a little bit, and then it's a T intersection.
It goes. I sort of missed it. What did he say?
It goes it goes straight for a little segment, and then it enters a T intersection.
Okay.
I'd probably say right.
Yeah, I'm with you. But before that, we need Nave to get us some more power. We're almost out. And no, don't spend any momentum. Oh, there we go. I'd spend 2 more momentum, give us power.
Okay.
And spend
And then
1 more to reduce the interval.
Time. Yep.
All right, so you guys are down to 8. You're down to 1 momentum.
Okay. Did you just make the roll? Pen? Oh, no. Right, pen.
Yeah,
Again,
I'll make it now.
full impulse.
Again, 1 more threat.
Okay.
I'll re-roll the 1.
Ugh.
Can I spend 2 to cancel the
complication?
complication?
And we still gain a momentum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Done.
we spend to decrease the time.
Don't need to.
Oh, that's right, because it's full impulse. So what happens?
You guys turn right, and you hit a dead end.
Another 1.
Okay, dead end. In that case, okay.
So it's turn back around
Pen.
and go.
Yep, pen, bring us around and just go straight as far as you can until we hit an intersection we have not been to.
Okay. Yes, I'll give you. I don't want to do that. Could I spend my determination and give you 2 threat?
What?
If you want, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, I don't see where you're going with this, but alright.
Pretty much all of my values are for flying, so you can just
Okay,
pick one at any stage.
okay, so...
We've automatically got 2 successes, so anything else from here on is momentum for us to use for...
for stuff.
I also get to reroll 0. So we got
Okay.
4 momentum. We're
Great.
full.
Okay, so... spend 1 of that to oh, no, don't need to decrease the time. I keep forgetting.
So that roll technically got us back up to the section. Could we spend 1 to go further than that?
Okay, you just want to continue going straight?
Yeah.
All right. Just draw that line to the start, and that's where you guys are.
Damn it.
And you're at that intersection.
Okay. In that case, I say we go from our perspective to the left.
Okay.
Yep. I have a plan.
Okay, it's going to be one threat.
Okay.
So that's one momentum.
Slick.
That's 2 bonus. Could we spend that 2 bonus to get us to take a left at the next intersection?
I'm thinking right at the next intersection.
It's up to you.
Oh.
I'm gonna say right at the next intersection.
All right. Yep. That's. Well, we'll get you to that intersection. You know, you pass by that ship, you get to the intersection,
Okay.
and then you guys can decide which way to go.
Right.
Okay, going right then.
And you guys reach a dead end.
Oh.
So that puts us down to 4.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna.
Should just be 5.
Okay, we're back up to 5 then.
Okay. At this point, then, I want to ping down to engineering, and I say, Vada, we're having a really tough time of this up here. Is there anything you can do to get us more time? And basically, what I want to do is I want to leverage Vada as a NPC advantage to get us some more time on the clock, if that's possible.
I will give you 10 more intervals if you spend 2 crew support. 1 for Vada and 1 for the engineering. And this will effectively eat up the engineering team for the rest of the scene.
Oh yeah, 1 for
Sorry, 1 for Vata and 1 for who else?
Well, actually, here's how we could leverage it then. Knave, you have an advantage called engineering team. We could leverage that instead.
All right.
Also, like, we have the crew support. We could take this offer. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, okay, that's
I
good.
also would like to develop the characters a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really, not really much character development to it, but sure. So yeah, we use.
So the complication range is 2, right?
No, you don't have to roll. They're trying to think of how they can get more time.
Yeah, so we're spending 2 more crew support, and they're putting everything they've got into just keeping those shields up.
So I got you guys at 15 intervals currently.
All right, okay.
And I think you guys are down to 2 crew support.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're at the point, that's good. With 15 intervals of time, I think we can explore pretty much everywhere that hasn't been explored.
Do we need any more power?
How much power do we have?
7.
I think we're good for now.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Pend, bring us about. Go straight as far as you can.
Okay.
And go straight across that intersection.
I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'll give you a threat.
And Kismet. We don't need to do any kind of re-rolling.
All right, you guys get an extra momentum, so you're at 1 over.
We spend it to bring down the time.
We don't
We
need
don't
to.
count.
Oh, again, getting.
All right, so you guys just basically turn around and get back to the 4-way.
Could
we
we
spend 2 momentum to go forward?
I'll let you spend the 1 bonus, and you can move forward.
Yep.
And you hit an intersection where you can either go left or forward.
Left or forward? I'm gonna say we go forward again, because I have a feeling I know exactly where that left intersection is gonna take us.
Okay, forward we go. I'll give you a threat again.
So are we sure that intersection is not the same as this intersection?
It says left and forward, so no. Oh, you're right. It probably is that intersection.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, if we go straight, we'll find out pretty quick.
Yeah, I think we go straight, find out. If we hit a dead end, we know that the connection forms here.
Yeah, we know the connection forms here, and we can redraw the map.
Mm-hmm.
So, forward again.
Okay, one threat. Oh. I can reroll one of those.
Oof.
Right, so
could we spend 2 momentum to cancel that complication out?
Yep.
And...
So I believe you guys are down to 5 then.
Yeah.
And we'll spend 1 more. Oh, we don't have to. Okay, so what happens when we go forward?
So you guys go forward and you reach an intersection, forward or to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we were afraid of. All right. Let me just delete those and establish that.
One of those.
Select.
Yep. Okay. And then...
So right again. So right this time.
Worst fight ever. I love it.
There's also a possibility there's something out in this direction down here.
That's not actually an intersection.
It's not.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a 4-way. It's just it should be just up and to the right. I don't know why it's drawn like that.
Just about to say, wasn't there a left about here? In the middle?
Well,
no, that's here.
Yeah, we figured out that this intersection and the other intersection were one and the same.
So basically it's either this one up at the top or this one down here.
Yeah. So we're going to have to start working our way back around.
So, right, if we turn right where we are right now, which is right here, we should be able to
get
here.
Okay.
And find out what's over there. So we're going right. And I wouldn't spend any threat this time, Pen.
I'll spend a momentum then.
Yeah. The central area looks like some kind of creature.
Actually,
4.
Considering we have a breach to the engines, it reduces the difficulty by 1.
That it does.
So that's 2 momentum already. That's 2 bonus momentum.
My God. Okay, can we just spend some of that momentum to keep going forward once we hit that intersection?
Yep, I'll let you spend the bonus. So you guys turn right. It follows that curve. You guys reach that intersection, so you can either go straight or to the left.
Going straight.
All right. All right. The ship reaches a section of the corridor that is too small for the Kismet to fit through. The passage ahead forms a sort of lattice with the yellow gas kind of flowing through kind of making up the lattice. Sensors detect another object similar to the one you first encountered on the far side of the lattice.
Similar to the one we first encountered on the far side of the lattice. What do you mean the object we first encountered?
The thing that told us what the mission that we had was, I think.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's been the same thing that you have detected almost outside everything so far.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think this might just be the end of the maze.
It's quite possible, Captain.
Are all of the chips currently in our possession plugged in?
They should be.
Okay.
All
Then
but one.
I
All but
believe
one.
we are missing one.
The yellow one is in a security vault, right?
Oh, bring it up.
Well, the one you just got from the fighters, you did not plug into anything yet.
Oh, plug it in.
Oh, plug it in.
And all it does is send out the beam, and you guys will go down to 10 intervals.
10?
Yep, you guys were at 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we were.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Captain, recommend seeing if a shuttle can penetrate that maze.
I find it highly unlikely. I don't want to risk any crew members at that.
I mean, it's kind of what I do, but okay.
Given how
With all due respect, sir, I think it might be our only option.
how much time do we have left? 10 intervals.
Yep.
No. If I'm reading this map correct, and the captain puts the map up on the screen, that path right there is the only place we have yet to explore. If there are any more keys left, it's going to be down that path. I think we have just enough time.
You talking about this path?
Yes, that path.
Okay.
Let's see this before we get there. And then fifth one to get going through it.
Mr. Pend, bring us about.
Okay. So we're going to go all the way down to this one.
Yeah, we got to get back down to there.
Okay, I'm going to give you a...
I'd give him a momentum.
Yeah, I'll spend a momentum for a third dice.
Alright, you guys are down to 5.
Oof. I'd spend those 2 momentum to cancel it out, and one to cut down the time.
So that puts us back down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're at 5 momentum. And you guys reach basically turn around and get back to that intersection here.
Okay. Yep. Take us right.
Okay. I'll spend a momentum again.
Roll. Perfect. Fantastic.
You got 5. So you're at 3 over?
3 over.
Yeah.
So we're
Wait.
spending 1 to bring down the time, and then 2 more to keep going.
Hold on, I lied. 1 over. Nope. 2 over, sorry.
We can't actually bring down the time anymore.
Oh, that's right. So we're going to spend more to keep going.
Yeah.
And we're going to go right this time.
Alright, and you guys end up at the 4-way intersection. There.
Okay. At this point, going right.
Alright, need a roll.
Okay. I'll spend 1. That's 1 sucks. That's 1 bonus momentum.
Well, I think that just puts us up to full.
Nope, the task roll for him is 1 now because of the engine damage.
Oh, right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you guys reach that. The ship reaches what appears to be another dead end. However, there is a large device at the end of this corridor. And on the device, you can make out 4 colored lights.
There are 4 lights.
And you made us leave the other one.
And as you approach the device, it sends out a typed message that appears on your screen.
Yes.
1 light equals 7 colors. The spectrum will tell you how to press them.
1 light equals 7 colors. Spectrum will tell us how to press.
Well, I mean, the visual spectrum is a sequence. You know, from red to violet.
What are the colors of the chips we have right now?
They're on the screen.
Yellow, green, and blue.
Oh.
Wait, don't we have a 4th?
Nope.
Oh.
And just so you guys are aware, the colors on the device, which I don't think I mentioned, are green, yellow, blue, and red.
Okay.
So
we are missing 1.
this is the red one.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
the
sure.
red. Whoops. Okay.
The question is whether it's an ascending or descending spectrum in terms of order in which to press them.
Well, it's not going to do us much good now without that final chip. We're going to have to go back.
Ed, could I ask if something's possible?
You could always ask if something's possible.
If I was to spend... I'll be giving threat to do the actual maneuver, but if I was to spend excess momentum and maybe increase the task, the difficulty, would we be able to get back to where the red one most likely is in one go?
One intersection, 2, 3 intersections.
I will allow it at a difficulty 5, a straight up difficulty 5 after all the movements, all the adjustments.
Okay.
I will use my
and a complication 4.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to use my ability to step down off my chair and say, I don't think you've ever flown this fast, Pend. I know you can do it. So fly. And then he sits back in his chair, and I have used my captain's ability to give him determination.
You do understand Penn is just giving you a weird look. It's like, what are you doing?
Alright, so those are the conditions. Difficulty 5, complication 4.
So I am giving him momentum. I've given him a determination, so he already has 2 successes.
But keep in mind, he's going to get to there in 1 so
Correct.
That's the trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you 1 threat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you...
Well, you're
2...
gonna have to give him 2 threat. You're gonna have to give him 2 threat.
I can also give him 2 momentum. Oh, 2 threat. Oh, 1 threat and... Because we've got a full pool of momentum as well.
Well, but if you're gonna use the determination I just gave you, the cost goes.
Right, he was going to use 1 threat, 1 momentum.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So that put me up to 4 dice. Would it be okay if I gave him or spent more momentum for a 5th dice?
I think we have enough.
I think we have enough if you use your determination with that.
Yeah,
because it's only difficulty 3, and the ship also rolls, and you have a reroll, I think.
Yeah, because of the threat. That's why I was purposely giving him 1 threat and rest momentum.
Down to 6 power.
So I got you guys down to 2 momentum. This will put you down to 6 intervals.
Okay. Hit it.
And I get to reroll that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Oh!
Count that
2,
shit!
3, 4,
Count that
5,
shit!
6, 7, 8, 9! 9 successes!
Wow.
Count that shit!
9.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pend, you guys are here at the dead end with the lattice.
Captain, permission to go in quickly and get it.
Well, what are we looking at here? How can we go in there?
Shuttle?
Hey. I don't like it. Pend can do it.
Our fastest ones are probably the Type 9s, either the Angelo or the Byron.
The abilities. Which one is it?
Hasn't one got an improved impulse?
Yes, the Byron.
Okay.
Don't they both have?
Yes, they're both Type 9s.
Yeah, they're both Type 9s. They have the same thing. So, Ajula, Pend, let's get down to the Angelou.
It doesn't matter too much because it's only about like combat stuff.
Well, it says impulse as well, so I'll be making an impulse maneuver.
Yeah.
It's also the only armed type of shuttle.
No, the Type 8's also armed.
Yeah, but I mean the effect that it gives us is really only relevant to combat. Okay.
So yes, I would like to take the shuttle with Ijula and what? Varro, are you coming with us?
I am.
Ijula and
I can
Varro?
only take 3.
Yeah, 1 plus
You
2
can only
passengers.
squeeze 3 people into the Type 9.
Sorry, what did you say?
You can only squeeze 3 people into the Type 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
3
is
of
3
us.
people.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm going to take a shuttle and I'm going to get that last chip.
Okay, so it's going to cost you 1 interval to move down to the shuttle bay and to launch the shuttle to the lattice.
Okay.
So you guys are down to 5. Now, Pen, to maneuver through this lattice is going to be Daring Con, difficulty 2, complication range 2, assisted by engines Con.
Can he have his push the limits this time for environmental?
No, because this is easy for him.
Yeah.
When you succeed on that many difficult rolls.
Jesus, man.
So I'm going to give you a threat just to make sure. I'll re-roll 1.
And don't forget, you also have your damn it. Oh well. That is a fail.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only 1
Jesus.
success. So
Was that the Kismets or the...
oof.
Yeah, it was the shuttle.
Huh.
Okay.
Where's my dice?
And so now we're down to 3.
Ooh, and that is an effect. Pend 1 and 2, Varro 3 and 4, Ajula 5 and 6. Pend, you are taking an injury.
Oh no.
Is it a lethal injury?
Not yet.
No, just an injury.
Could we have spent a momentum to take it to 4 intervals?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I still able to fly?
You are incapacitated at the moment. We could say something like your console blew out or something.
Okay, so that means someone else is gonna have to do it.
However, you guys do make it through the lattice, and you are within close range of the object.
All right. Is it sending out any sort of signal?
The same signals that they always do.
Okay. Da-da-da. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Anybody have any ideas about what's going on here?
Can't we...
Can't you just... Is it giving off a signal?
Yeah, so let's bring up the signal.
So in order to connect with this one, I actually have a task. It's going to be Control Engineering difficulty 3.
All right.
Okay, Ajula.
Okay.
Assisted by the ship.
Communication.
Yeah, let's call it communications and.
Engineering.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay, control engineering, you said?
Do you have any momentum?
Yes.
Do we have any momentum?
We
Yeah,
have 1.
5.
Or do we?
I have you guys at 5.
Okay,
We
shit.
have 5.
Unless because Pen, you got 9 successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you banked
If there's an
4.
applicable focus, can you tell me what the task is?
Let me look at your sheet. Well, you guys are trying to communicate with it, so
Encryption and
that's
decryption would probably work.
yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. How many dice?
Well, so far you guys are rolling 2, unless you start spending stuff.
I say we spend at least 1 momentum here.
Yeah,
Yep.
spend momentum for.
What's the difficulty?
3.
3.
Okay.
Oh, could Could Varro assist?
Can I?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Okay, I'm rolling 3.
Oh, wow!
Nice.
Oh.
Then just need the assist. So you guys will bank 3 more. So you'll actually be at +1.
So use it to bring down the time.
To 3, yeah.
So you guys are at 3. So as you guys do that, you hear this.
Yep.
And what color is it? The red chip is beamed into the center of the floor in the shuttle. Just as that happens, however, the lattice behind you starts to close.
Oh.
Pend?
He's out.
He's out.
Okay, my con is
is there
1.
anything in
Can
front
someone
of
else
us?
fly?
Is there anything in front of us? Or is it just a dead end in front of us?
It's a dead end, so you have to turn around. So I'll just say what the contest is. The contest is going to be Daring Con, difficulty 4, assisted by the ship's engines and con.
Okay. And
Commander, what is your con score?
2.
This is yours.
yep.
What's your daring score?
Oh, my daring score is 10.
My total here is 10.
Huh.
So if you have a 1, you're a better pilot than I am.
All right. Okay.
I just spend all the momentum.
Okay. Daring con.
Do you have a determination you can use here?
No, I already used my determination. Unfortunately, that was how I decrypted the thing.
All right, so you guys can spend all 6 of your momentum, which you said you're going to do, right?
Is he?
I thought that's what it was said.
I'd only spend 3 of it if I were you.
Okay, that would bring us up to 5, correct?
Yeah, that would bring you to 4 dice. That you
4 dice.
4 dice.
And then I already used my grand kite.
Yeah, probably not much you can do to help.
Should I roll?
Go ahead and roll.
Yes!
God damn it!
Oh, so you were out for blood again. Okay, I see how this is.
He's always out for blood.
Ajula,
Yes, sir.
following Penn's example of how you flew the ladder, you kind of followed a path similar to his, and you just hit the throttle to squeeze just through the lattice as it closes behind you.
And I'd spend 1 more momentum to bring that down to 2. So we're now at 2 intervals.
This was like a fan on the top of the show.
Someone needs to
Just a
wake
little
Pend
straight.
up so I can get us back there.
Well, hold on. I think what we're going to have to do first is we're going to have to... I'm thinking what we're going to have to do is take stock of the situation by having Knave bring our intervals back up somehow. And... Knave bring our intervals back up somehow. And
I have so much threat that anything you try to do to increase your intervals, I'm just going to block.
Got it.
So you could try it, but I'm just going to start sending threat.
So I think we should do that anyways.
Make him spend the threat?
To make him spend threat.
But it'll still
Alright,
use our intervals, anything we can do, and we only have 2 right now, so we can only do
That's
1.
complication range. What would that be?
Well, could we at least use Knave's engineering team to make him spend some threat?
Right, what I'm saying is, you doing that will consume our last intervals.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, we're at 2 intervals right now.
Just about to say, couldn't we technically?
So right now we're trying to get back to the. Right now we're trying to get back to the little panel with the spectrum instruction, correct?
But we really need Pen to do that. Pen's unconscious.
Just
Leviathan takes an
Just about
action.
to say, couldn't we? One action, get me on the bridge and wake me up with possibly adding to a complication. And
actually, we can. Somebody can take with a con of 4.
Wittergast, right?
Oh, Jesus. That's not going to go well.
Or not Wittergast, what's his name?
That is Wittergast.
Oh, it is
Wittergast. He has the focus helm control. He has a con score of 10 and a daring.
Oh, wait, better yet.
Score of
Better
10.
yet. Why don't we just, can we use, a support character to, could we just spend a crew support essentially to tap the EMH to bring, Pend back?
What the oh yeah, she. Yep.
I know you're
There's
in
no one else
excruciating pain,
here
but
who
could you do
can
this
develop
for
secondary characters.
Huh?
There's no one else here like using secondary characters. Time I've been here.
Well, the thing is, right now we're not using them in any kind of long-term capacity.
We can beam him out.
The engineering is taken up. Right?
Yeah, engineering's taken up, and we're trying to bring Pend back into the fight.
Okay, well, first let's get the shuttle back to the ship. Let's start there.
Can
Good
you beam
call.
the doctor to the
So
ship?
that is going to be one interval. So you guys are down to one
All right. Okay.
for the movement. So they're on the ship and wherever you need them to go.
Okay. Sick bay then.
Or you could have.
Hold on, we only have 2 time units to spend.
Just
Well, we can beam her to the ship where Penn.
Well, no. It's right now they are wherever they need to be for her to work on it.
Just about to say, couldn't you prop me up in the chair and just have her wait my ass up?
Couldn't it?
From
Couldn't I
everything,
meet them at the bridge? I mean,
I
I'm
guess.
guessing sometimes during that turn you could call me.
Yep.
Sure.
We could weaken it, Bernie.
Yeah, so the doc can try to heal the injury with controlled medicine, and this is going to be difficulty 3 if it's not in sick bay.
Okay. Emergency medicine. I'm gonna guess it will apply.
This would probably apply to that.
This also might be a good time to spend determination.
Yeah. 'Cause you
Oh
got
yeah,
your...
for the doctor, absolutely.
Oh, I forgot we're not on the Hadfield.
Yeah, I could do that. I have a ton of values that I think will.
Not to mention our primary, mission directive. We aren't really given directives, but the basic directive should be complete the maze and get us out of here alive.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
So that gives me an automatic success of.
Now
It's a
just...
complication 3. I have.
So she's a determination. Which one? Sorry.
I have. A starship is a home, her crew, a family, or do all the good you can by all the means you can as ever long as you can.
I think either one of those will work, Doctor.
Yeah, I kind of figured those. So yeah.
All right, so to be
Is it complication 3, control medicine?
No. So to be control medicine difficulty 3, complication 1, range is 1.
Okay. Alrighty, let's give it a go.
So you'll bank 1 momentum.
Not that it matters, because we are now out of town.
So you'll be at technically -1.
Yep.
Or if we spend a momentum, it's 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I do want to ask: is there a difference?
Yes.
Then do it.
Yeah, we don't know. We never did figure out how long we could last without shields, so.
Right.
Just the damage in the hull.
Yeah, because I asked that question like at the very beginning, and Ed was like sweating, like.
Right.
All right, so Pend, your injury has been taken care of by the good doctor. You are now back in the scene. And at the same time as the doctor does that, the shields start to flicker.
Say, good
as if they're about to give off at any time. Or give out at any time.
Good to have you back, Pend. And the reason I say it's good to have you back is because he holds his hand out. We're out of time.
So you get to die with us.
Oh,
Fly, Pen, fly!
Thank you for waking me up just to die, you bastards.
Hey, I'm not letting you sleep through my death, Lieutenant.
Ed?
You have to be awake when you melt.
Yes.
Is it possible for me to make the same maneuver back that I did to get here?
Oh,
It is probably going to be the same rolls.
So it's 4
Damn
and
it,
4?
okay.
5 and 4.
5 and 4. So is that 5 comp or 5 difficulty?
5 difficulty, 4 complication.
Okay. So
Okay, and I would leverage Newland Vux as a
crew support.
As a crew support to give you an advantage. How much momentum do we have?
3.
2.
Oh, 2 is it?
3.
2.
Do we have 2?
Because you used 1 to lower the interval.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna.
So are we using Vux again?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So you're gonna get 1 threat to put me to 3 dice. I'm gonna give you 2 momentum to put me up to 4 dice. And
Wait, 2 momentum? You need 3 momentum to get up to 4 dice, unless you're spending a threat.
Yeah, I've given him 1 threat to take me from 2 to
Okay.
3, and spending 2 momentum to get a 4th dice.
Jin's Con. And, yeah, okay, great.
And what was it, Daring Con or Control Con again?
I think I said daring.
Okay, well, it's the same score, I'm just making sure.
Right. I feel like when you get the chance to bump one of those, it's gonna be daring, though.
Hit it.
Oh! Are you not entertained?
That's amazing.
Alright, you guys make 1 momentum. The interval cost was 1. You guys get back here. Your shields are officially gone. Please take a breach to your weapons.
Okay.
Stick the chip
Whatever.
in, my job's done. I'm out.
Hand out.
I'm going to the sick bay.
So...
Okay, so your question earlier, since you guys are now officially... Every task, every interval that you take is going to cause a breach to a random system until your ship blows up.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, okay, time to use Roy G. Biv. Alright, so what is the,
So yeah, when you guys get there, that message plays on your screen again. I will refresh it for you guys in the chat.
1 light equals 7 colors. The spectrum will tell you how to press them. Alright, I got this. I see how we have to do this.
In order from infrared from starting at reds and going toward.
I think I know what we have to do. Lieutenant Ajula.
Sir.
Is there any indication that that these chips have some kind of binary modulation to them? The ability for you to turn them on and off.
Bye, Efrix.
See ya.
I'm not sure. How can I make this determination?
Role play, I think, is what we're going to go with.
Yeah.
Because I think you guys have all the information you need at this point.
Yeah. Basically what we have to do is we have to, in order, give them the colors of the rainbow.
Who wants to sing?
Okay. Yeah, because as we all know, Roy G. Biv is a... and I look at Ajula and says, we have a saying. No. Roy G. Biv is a very colorful man.
Yes, sir. I'll take your word for it. Oh, I get it.
Evans just looks befuddled.
So we need to plug the last chip in.
Okay.
So we are going to take 2 breaches.
Each input is only 1 interval.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we
to-
have 1 momentum to take it down to. Oh no. Yeah, so it's just one. Never mind. I'll shut up.
Yeah. So, hit us with that breach, GM.
Well, first tell me what you're plugging in that last one.
Yeah, we're plugging in the last one so we have it.
Okay. So there's your breach to your structure.
Okay.
Well, of all things to breach, it's the best.
So, does anything change on the screen?
The red light turns on the device in the corridor.
Okay. In that case. Now then. Lieutenant Jula, please
Yes, sir.
put in the yellow chip.
Inserting.
Please take a breach to the engines and let me know when they get to critical or equal to your scale.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe that's 2 or 3 breaches on your engines.
It's 2. We're at 2.
Okay. And the yellow light lights up on the module.
Now remove the red chip.
You sure we want to remove chips, not simply just add more?
Remove the red chip.
All right, remove.
Please take a breach to the engines, and the red light goes out.
Knave, can you get anything done to repair those engines?
I can try.
What do we have to do to repair these breaches? Because
How many are you at? 3?
3.
Our engines are currently disabled.
A complication range.
What
I'll be right back. And good news is, Knave has not spent his determination yet or anything. So,
Would it be possible for me to also assist him, due to it being an engines issue?
that is true. I'll be right
And
back.
you said the engines are disabled? So this is going to be a difficulty 5 to read.
Complication?
Complication's still 1, but it's difficulty 5, unless you want to do the extended task.
I don't think we can do an extended task.
Yeah, I'm going to use a determination for action.
Mm-hmm. Use determination, and I think spend 2 momentum for another dice. I'm pretty sure you have something that will apply here focus-wise.
Focus. How about cybernetics, computers, not cybernetics. I don't know. Infiltration, philosophy. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything.
Yeah, you don't have a good focus.
Just to say, I think I can assist just to help with trying to get us there.
I'm gonna roll.
Did you guys spend momentum and threat, I'm assuming?
No, determination and momentum.
Determination, yeah.
So one of those 2 can just count as the determination.
Okay. Yeah, so you still had to give me a threat, however, because you only got 1. But yeah, the engines are repaired.
I was also assisting.
And please take another breach to the engines and a breach to the communications.
So we actually gain no momentum because I was assisting because it was an engines task.
Okay, good to know. We have, I think, 2 momentum then?
1.
1.
1, okay.
And I believe that is the 4th breach on the engine.
Did the repair clear the breaches on the engines?
It does not clear the breaches.
Oh, okay, I thought it did.
It just gets them back working. So they're disabled again.
Okay. I don't know quite what Dominic was aiming at, so.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. My mic was no. I was aiming at repairing the breaches.
You can't.
I was under a mistaken assumption there. God damn it! Well, I think we're about to blow up, guys.
Nice knowing ya.
This is gonna really suck.
God damn it, Grennan.
Okay. In that case,
Can I like transport you somewhere? Or
no, we're kind of fucked. If we get another breach to the, he's rolling nothing but engine breaches.
How about what about that other ship that we passed? Was that one okay to walk around?
Honestly, there's really nothing we can do here. If he just rolls another engine breach, we're fucked.
Well, because then I go into the warp core breach imminent and I start rolling challenge dice.
Right. So right now we just need to keep putting in chips.
Yeah.
And hope that this gamble is correct.
Yeah. So which one is lit right now?
Yellow.
Okay. In that case, at the same time, Jula, I need you to swap out the yellow chip for the green one.
Okay, let's do it. I had better not be the last to do the host.
Okay.
Okay, that is bullshit. He rolled.
It is complete bullshit.
He rolled like 5 engine breaches in a row.
Mm-hmm. With one communications in between.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. It's all random, supposedly, so...
Yeah, that's what you say.
Yeah. Okay.
So at the end of every round, I am going to roll a challenge dice equal to the number of breaches beyond the ship's scale.
Can we eject the core?
You can.
We can. Which, honestly, we might want to do.
Yeah, how hard is that to do?
Daring engineering difficulty 2.
I've got 10 daring and 4 engineering.
Just do it, because we are in a...
Got to spend a momentum to get the extra dice.
Right. We have the secondary reactors as well, so we won't be, like, unable to move.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So ejecting the warp core isn't quite the same problem for us as it is for any other ship.
Yeah, good
We
call.
eject the warp core right now. Our engines are still offline, but we're not out of power.
Okay. So shall I roll?
Is it the engineer or the ops officer who should do it?
The engineer.
Engineer.
Alright. So it's complication range 2?
Nope, complication range 1, difficulty 2. Means you need 2 successes.
So how many extra? How many more dice is he gonna buy?
Can I spend 2 to get extra?
You can only.
Can I assist here?
No.
Nope.
I say spend the 1 momentum we have right now.
Spend the 1 momentum we have. And pray.
Yep.
That'd be task roll 3, right?
No, task roll 2.
Task
No,
roll
no,
3.
Task roll 3, and what are your focuses?
Nothing applicable.
Nothing applicable.
Yeah.
Okay, roll. Okay, that first one, that's fine.
Please take a breach to the structure and to structure again.
Okay, that's okay. The important thing is, well, we just jettisoned the warp core.
So
no.
2 people are going to be taking injuries here.
That'd be me, seeing I'm like standing right next to the thing.
So I gotta think. Yep, I got a list here. Where's my list?
Come on, you've already knocked me out once.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a d8. If I get 8, no one gets injured. but I'm going to be rolling this twice. So we're just going to go down the list, 1 through 7.
Aren't there only 6 of us right now?
Yeah, but I'm going to include the doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, kill her.
2 and 4. So Commander and Lieutenant Evans. The
Ooh.
tactical station explodes while both of you are around it, and you take an injury.
I'll spend my determination to stay up.
If no one else is going to do it, I'm going to say computer activate EM.
Well,
The EMH doesn't activate on the bridge.
yeah,
Actually, we have holo projectors on the bridge and in main.
that is true.
Yeah, that is actually a fair point. Thank you for that.
So, any whom I said the green one. So, whew, okay. Oh, that was to see if he got his determination back. Okay, never mind. So with that, I turn to Azula and I say, "All right, now swap the green one for the blue one."
Right away, sir.
All right, so hold on. So you took out the yellow and put in the green, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The only one lit is green.
Uh-huh. Now
And then you're... Okay.
switch out the green for the blue.
I've just
Doesn't
done it.
matter. It's...
Oh.
Doesn't matter. It's gone.
Yep. Whew, okay.
So the only one lit up is the blue, and the entire... And then all the lights turn off.
Oh.
Is that it? Nothing else happened?
Nothing else happened.
Oh, god damn it, we got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Grennan.
Okay.
Were we supposed to put in all 4 simultaneously?
Red,
No.
blue, yellow.
No, I see how we were supposed to do this. We were supposed to do this, we were supposed to do this red, yellow, green, blue.
I thought that's what we did do.
Red, blue, yellow.
Actually, what does the fucking thing say? 1 light equals 7 colors. The spectrum will tell you how to What? I don't get this one.
Yeah,
Okay, so
We put it in
That'd be
across the
brown.
board.
That would be brown.
Edward was telling us what light was on, and I think they might be out of order.
What did you say before? Red, blue, yellow, right?
No, red, yellow, green, blue. That's the problem.
Yeah, red, yellow, green, blue.
Richard of York gave battle in vain. Or Roy G.
Like-
Bibb.
Elementary school art.
Okay, in that case, put in the red one.
Actually, I forget. Is it? How do you make brown? Can you make brown? Brown's
Brown
like
isn't in the spectrum, really, though.
Okay, so,
All right, you put in the red one.
mm-hmm.
Please take
Okay.
a breach to the weapons. The red one turns on.
Okay. Now yellow, put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Please take another breach to the weapons, and now red and yellow.
Okay, now put in green.
Yep.
The green one is also lit as in addition to the other 2.
And now blue.
Please take another hit to the structure.
So many engines.
We're going to have another injury. To number 3 this time. Pend.
2!
red, yellow, blue.
Who is that?
That's me.
Oh, Jesus. That's Pend.
Yep, and that's his second. And all the lights turn on momentarily, and then they all go out. And nothing else happens.
What?
The
Red,
fuck?
yellow, blue.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
They all turn on momentarily.
Well, like, so the blue turns on with the other 4, and then they all turn off simultaneously.
Oh, okay. So we got the order wrong again.
How?
I don't get it.
Did you guys already put in red, yellow, blue?
Red, yellow, green, blue.
Yeah, red, yellow, green, blue. We did the order correctly.
The
Unless
red,
we're supposed
yellow,
to start with ultraviolet and work our way down to
blue,
infrared.
and- red, yellow, blue, then. Or
No.
red, yellow, blue. What spectral
One
light?
light.
What was that again?
Wait, put them all in at once.
I thought we already did that.
No, we
put them
haven't
in
tried.
order.
We've been trying orders. Try putting them all in at once.
Okay.
How many hits to the structure?
This is our 5th.
This is bullshit.
Completely.
All right, no injuries.
Yeah, I'm already out.
So all the lights turn on, and then they all turn off again, and nothing happens. And I
I'm
think at
completely
this
out of
point,
ideas.
if you take one more hit to structure, I think I'm gonna have to blow up the ship.
Okay, look, this is kind of bullshit.
This is a succeed at cost situation. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
Simon says.
Okay. Ajula, you said it earlier. You asked the question in which order?
The question of whether we should start at ultraviolet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So perhaps go the other way around.
Okay, fine.
And
Put
hope our
it in.
structure doesn't get nailed.
And please do not tell me what is and isn't succeed at cost. This is a... Definitely this was going to happen if you didn't get this right.
Okay.
Well, I kind of want a new ship, man. You know, this
Okay.
ship's,
Let's do blue, then green,
Then yellow, then red.
yellow,
Fine.
then red.
Damn it. I think we blew up.
We're done.
Well, nice knowing you guys.
Salute.
I am not making another Ajula.
God damn it. I really loved this ship, and I really like these characters.
Same.
I'm pissed. I'm
I
actually...
never got the chance to develop this guy.
I'm actually kind of pissed about this because all of this boiled down to literally our ability to solve a vaguely worded puzzle.
Yeah.
Was I right? Was that?
So, the time intervals, I worked out like that. Like ideally, if you did each task, and were to travel between all of the points, you would have had enough time to do everything. Except you guys got lost a couple times.
Yeah, and I mean, that's fine. The thing is, we made it back just in time. We made it back with time enough to figure this out. It's just, the puzzle was so obscurely worded that there was like a dozen different ways to interpret that.
You guys got it right in that it was the light spectrum. You guys got that right. It was
Because that
just
was in the phrasing.
right. It was just an issue of which way do you put them.
So,
Was it
what?
red? Yellow?
So are we gonna have to just come up with all new characters? Because
Was that? Did I have to? Was I right about that?
Because if
Let me think about this. So,
I'm not sure if I'm particularly happy with this.
let me double
Frankly,
check.
If you're insistent on killing something, I suggest pods and you destroy the ship.
Because I'm kind of attached to this ship and these characters, and I'm gonna be kind of pissed if we have to throw it all away because we couldn't solve a puzzle.
I mean, you could pull a USS Defiant. Same name.
Like it did feel a
Difference
little
is, we
bit.
were on board.
Because, you know, I don't know what to make of this, because there's no other way to say it, but, you know, we died because we couldn't solve a puzzle.
Mm-hmm. And like, so what was the correct answer here?
You guys got it right last.
Okay.
It was the blue.
So a
Green,
50-50
yellow,
split that we
See,
didn't
I-
have any way of determining there.
Yeah,
Because
see,
there
that's
wasn't
the
anything
thing.
in the order that really indicated
The order.
which.
Yeah.
Well, because
ascending or
the
descending.
issue you were having with that is instead of just keeping the lights lit up, you were trying to take them out and do different things. It took you longer to figure out the puzzle. which his whole mission was about trying to strip you guys of resources together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm easily gonna say I am not satisfied with this one because
So the thing with the book is you guys did eject the core.
right, but
So the structure would go to the engines, and that's what would cause the breach. Now I'm just double checking since you technically got rid of the warp core. Does the breach still happen? But then I'm also conflicted because the gas was what was eroding the structure anyway.
Mm-hmm.
so
How about suits? Can we throw on suits or something?
So that's why I'm at a loss of what to do, because technically you guys definitely blew. You definitely did.
No, we blew up.
but at the same time, I don't know, just because.
Or could it be
Do
a
we
case?
really
Could it be a
like,
case
do we-
of we went more centralized in the ship to get more time, like from
I mean,
the erosion?
I mean, the question is, do we really want to blow up the ship and make a whole new ship and whole new characters? Because I don't know, to me that just won't feel as.
Guys, I already wrote 4 pages of backstory I haven't been able.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not particularly on board with just killing the entire crew.
So here's the compromise I'll make. I will let the ship leave badly damaged and in need of dry dock repair, which is fitting because you guys are on break next week anyway.
Yep, that's fine.
The trade-off is all of your reputations will go back to 10.
I'm cool with that.
I can accept this.
I think my reputation is already there. Makes no difference for me.
Yeah, I think you're at like 12 or something.
Still doesn't feel satisfying, but
Yeah,
don't know.
it's.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys did lose. So
we did lose, and
We did lose, but
I'm not sure about the design of this puzzle, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm very conflicted about the design of this puzzle because I think it is quite fair to say that we could have succeeded doing the puzzle the opposite direction. That puzzle could easily be interpreted in the opposite direction.
Right, and like it comes
Right,
down from there to a 50-50 yes.
I don't debate that fact that it could have been interpreted either way. It was really a coin flip, and had you guys had enough time, you would have been able to try both ways either way, because it only took one interval to push the lights.
Right.
So you just needed 8 intervals, which, if you had done everything, I don't even want to say ideally because I gave you leeway built in.
Yeah.
You had to get there with 8, and you guys even got a boost of 10. So you had 10 more.
Yeah,
than
I know. Even so, I don't know. Something about the design of that final puzzle really irks me.
I agree there should have been more hint or more options for finding ways to work through the puzzle, but I'm satisfied with the compromise mechanically.
Yes, the compromise mechanically I'm okay with. Like, and you know me, Ed, I usually don't get upset about it, about gameplay stuff. But, you know. Like, I'm usually pretty easygoing about this kind of thing. But this just left a very bad taste in my mouth.
Well, you technically would have lost the ship, so of course it should. Like, you guys put in, 4 months almost?
Yeah.
Like, of course
some
it
of us,
should.
yeah.
There's losing all hands.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. It's also, not only would we have lost the ship, but we all would have had to make new characters, and it just wouldn't have felt the same.
And new secondaries. I was thinking about how I was going to develop those
And yeah, it's just I was concerned because if we had blown up the ship and all our characters in it, it just I have a bad feeling that the rest of us going into a new ship with new characters just really would not be as into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we would all know that we weren't going into it because we wanted to.
Right. No, I mean, the compromise is fine. Like, if you guys agree to that, that's fine. You know, that doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
To 10.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that now. Just Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's all about the last puzzle, I mean, fine. Ignoring the last puzzle, because obviously it's a puzzle, how is the rest of it?
That was fine. The rest
The rest
of it was
great. Just the
Yeah,
last
rest of it,
puzzle
I-
seemed really tedious, honestly.
yeah.
And like, I'm a fan of puzzles.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah. By the way, is there any way to? Are any of these going to turn into multi-episode arcs?
We've
Are
had
we
that
still
before.
gonna be dealing
Yeah,
with?
we've had that before, but the way the breaks are working, I haven't written one yet. I was thinking about bringing an arc for November, but it is possible.
Oh, by the way,
and we've done it
I
before.
sent you a document full of just basic story ideas. You had a chance to look at that?
Yeah, I read it. The issue I have with it is a lot of it is based off of Voyager episodes, and I think there's a couple that I've actually run already. There's a few that I think I really.
Actually, I didn't think of any Voyager episodes as I was writing them.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of them are similar to Voyager episodes. A couple of them I actually did almost word for word, and I think there were two that were actually really good. But
I'm curious which ones you did word for word.
yeah, I'd have to look at it.
Yeah, I'm curious too, because since we've already done them, it's okay to let us know.
Yeah, I mean, they might not have been word for word, but it was like similar to concepts I did.
Yeah. So, okay, see ya, Evans.
Yeah, I gotta head out and write a paper for tomorrow. So
See ya, Morrow.
Bye.
Later.
But the Fear the Night one, actually someone else ran, I think, something similar to that during one of the breaks.
Oh, and there's something else I was kind of confused about, because it sounds like I misunderstood this. Because I was under the mistaken assumption that you could repair breaches.
I don't think you can, but I could have been mistaken on that.
Like,
And-
I think my mistake was that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, and
I was trying to...
and honestly, if that didn't happen, you wouldn't have gotten breaches on the engine.
Can I just state, jokingly, by the way, I pulled off two damn near stupid rolls, and I got killed by my captain.
Oh, and also, and this is nobody's fault. Ed, you've rolled so many goddamn engine breaches.
I had nothing to do with it. I just hit this
know.
breach table, and that's what I was hitting. I was like, come on, spread this out. But it was like, engines. I'm like, fuck.
Engines. No, it was all engines and structure. I don't think I saw a single sensors breach.
Oh no, there was
There wasn't a sensor, so there might have been one communication.
there was two weapons.
No, there wasn't. Oh, there was one communications.
Yeah, one comms, two weapons. Everything else was structure and engines.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I did it randomly, was to maybe it would spread it out throughout the ship, and it would give you more time. But no, nothing like that happened.
Yeah, and it's even worse because we were doing really well.
I know. I know.
We were rolling really well this session.
No.
You
That's
were.
why I said we, as in a lot of us were rolling really well. I'm saying it. A lot of us were rolling really well. I remember Varro making that daring con check and pissing Ed off. But
Because that was that scene was to help get the doctor involved because I was hoping there'd be injuries.
yeah, so that's sort of the thing is that at the end of it, I think what speaks to me the most about it is how we rolled unbelievably well. We made pretty decent choices. Got lost a couple of times, but all in all, I think we made good enough choices. So the fact that it all just came down to the fact that we didn't quite understand a puzzle, I don't think that's
I mean,
enough.
but the getting lost, I think, cost you probably about 6 intervals.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times you guys just did stuff that you really didn't have time for, but because you were early, we're letting them go through.
Right, like I didn't want to send out another probe because I knew that was going to be a waste of time.
Actually, he had to spend threat the first time to.
Right, no, the first one was good. The first one was good. Maybe we can use a probe. But after I spent the threat, I think you could kind of see how I was going with that.
I thought we could make you keep spending threat until you run out.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to keep spending threat for something that I already spent threat on.
You spent threat on a probe.
I know, but I'm not going to let you break the
think,
system.
Yeah, I think the way he wrote that was that he can spend threat and create the complication that we just can't use probes.
That
Okay.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is there's going to be a player like setting out probes, and I'm going to make him use all his threat, and that it's kind of like a spirit of the game thing. Like why would you keep doing that to make me do that?
Yeah. I've had a similar thing. I've had a similar thing when I ran games, not for any of the groups here, but when I ran a group with some of my friends, I had people who would flood me with threat. They would give me 6 threat every time they made a roll because they knew I could not use all.
All right. Thanks for the game. I'm gonna head off.
See you, Nate.
All right, man.
No,
Later,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, they flooded me with 6 threat because they knew that I couldn't use it without, just killing all their characters and throwing the game.
In that situation, I'd make them use secondaries, incapacitate their characters.
Right, but at that point it was, again, spirit of the game. They were abusing the rules
and if you
because they knew that it worked in their favor.
if you think about it, Ed could have been crueler with the amount of threat,
totally.
the amount of threat he had. He could have just made that impossible. Full stop.
Mm-hmm. And that was another thing I found kind of weird was, given how much time we spent on some of the other challenges, I found it odd how much time we had to spend on that damn shooting gallery.
So, the thing with that is I told you guys that they were in a tight formation, and had you guys known that, or had you guys used the area right away, and again, it was all about managing resources.
Yeah.
That should have taken ideally that should have only taken 6 intervals, and I think I allowed for 8.